We have 9 minutes. Hold on, let me turn the heater off. We have 9 minutes before this starts. Whew, okay. This looks crazy. I've never seen a Kombat cast before. I'm very new to Mortal Kombat. I'm a little new to NRS games. I've played Injustice before. My first Mortal Kombat game that I ever played was Armageddon. And I wasn't that good because I was like a kid playing Armageddon. But now, I think this time around I'm gonna start trying. I just learned how to. I just figured out the blind layout on the PlayStation controller. Like 1 is square, 2 is triangle, 3 is X, and 4 is circle. I have to learn that so I can get good. I'm gonna be figuring out combos too. I'm at it. Combos in Mortal Kombat, I found out, are actually pretty easy. All I gotta do is just play neutral and be good at neutral. Yo, all these people want Shaggy in the game. Let's talk about Shaggy or we riot. Shaggy needs to be in the game or we'll riot. They're just gonna probably show Kabal and then that's gonna be it. I mean, I never seen a Kombat cast before, so maybe they might show more than just Kabal. I hope they show what's his name? Noob and somebody else. I don't think they're gonna be showing like movie characters, like guest characters. I think guest characters are gonna be seen from DLC. That's another reason why Shaggy won't be shown today. Because even if he was actually going to be in the game, why would he be on the base roster? That doesn't make any sense. If he has such a high demand, you would want to make him DLC, no matter how ridiculous the demand is. No matter how many people actually want him not to be in the game. I'm actually going to make this. Where is it? I'm gonna get rid of the Nightbot song first. Yeah, I'm going to be maining Sonya Blade, Scarlet, and maybe Baraka. But before I play those characters, I might just, of course, I'm just gonna be playing around with Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Those are like the 2 main characters in the game. Yo, matter of fact, hold up. I'm gonna open up my Discord right now. Okay, I got Discord opened up. And I'm gonna get on my server. Go to discussion. Okay. just chat instantly. Yeah, it sounds like Mortal Kombat themes aren't iconic at all. Like the new ones. I'm not talking about like the original, like dun 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 dun. That's very iconic. I'm talking about like the latest ones. I can't remember a single theme from Mortal Kombat 11, or maybe even 9. Why do so many people want Shaggy to be in the game? I know he's like, he fits like the horror theme. Scooby-Doo wasn't even that hard. It was like a mystery type cartoon. Oh, what the fuck? 20,000 people are watching this. Over 21,000 people are watching this right now. Jade. She's like the green ninja girl. Yeah, I might have a throwaway stream after this. Kabal's gonna be the first. They might just introduce me. They're gonna show me. Yo, they actually show us Shaggy from Scooby fucking Doo. I'm done. I'm going to fucking flip my shit. Yeah, 40 seconds left. Oh yeah! My first Kombat guys, I never really watched it. But now I'm subscribed to it. I'm subscribed and following. I'm following everyone on Twitch. I've never followed so many people on Twitch before. I only follow like 5 people on Twitch. It'll be like Smash streamers. Not even that many Smash streamers. I'll just watch Nairo all the time and Zero. Well, I just oh wait, let me shut up. Let me shut the fuck up. Kabal time. Yo, Scarlet looks so cool. Black Gara. Sonya. Whoa, what? Sonya, when does Sonya have that?
The Kombat Cast starts now.
Yo, that announcer. That fucking announcer.
Alright, welcome everyone to the first Kombat Cast of Mortal Kombat 11.
Ed Boon.
I'm Tyler Lansdowne, community manager here at NetherRealm Studios, and we're very excited to show you some really cool stuff from our upcoming game, Mortal Kombat 11. Of course, I have
I actually thought Ed Boon was Boon Tobias.
So let's go right to
I didn't know there was like 2 people who like developed the game. Fuck. Here we go with this fucking.
First off, we have
Twitch buffers
Mr. Ed
every
Boon.
time
Say
I
hello.
get
Hello,
a
everyone.
chance.
Glad you can make it. We got some cool stuff to show you.
Also, you can follow us on Twitter at the bottom.
Oh, that was the commentator
over
at
here
the
we got
reveal.
Steve Brownback.
Hey everybody, I'm feeling a little sick, but I had to do this anyway. It's too important, too hype.
How hype are you right now?
Like 50 out of 10.
What a hero. Kind of has a cold and you could make it. That's great.
Kinda.
I feel like I'm dying.
Okay.
Oh.
You'll be alright.
Over here, Derek Kurtzik, say hey.
Hey, Kabalin, let's do it.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, let's hold on.
And the surprise.
Oh,
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Oh, my
Cabal.
microphone.
oh, everything's
Cabal.
going wrong.
Cabal's
First
definitely-
problem of the day.
Yep.
All right. Also behind the power station, we have our good friend, Mr. Matt Burke.
Hey everybody, I have a camera.
Damn.
Burkham, woo!
Follow me
August.
below. Like and subscribe. in the
Burt
comments
Cam.
below.
Don't do that.
YouTube?
They say
So Matt Burke
They
has
put
a
a K
cam.
for
I'm
camera.
starting to regret
they use
the
a K
idea,
for
but there it
literally
is.
everything.
So awesome, guys. Before we get to what you want to talk about, which I know we all know what it is, we're going to talk about a few things.
Cabal.
We had some great events recently. One in L.A.
Imagine they're
All the
looking at the
threats, that's
chat
Derek.
right now and they're like,
Yeah.
And then one in
everyone's just
London,
like,
which
oh,
Derek was
fuck
at
it,
and
talking
we
about
were not.
Shaggy.
Awesome.
And
One
Russia.
in Russia.
Yeah. Russia was great.
So I kind of want to go around the circle and talk about what we all enjoyed, starting with you, Ed.
Yeah, it wasn't until we got there and everybody, arrived. It didn't really kind of hit me as like I don't know the last time I saw a collection of MK fans, from the press, influencers, YouTubers, and fans, players, in one place until that presentation started. And once that started, you really got a feeling of just how powerful and how how much they love Mortal Kombat, and it's just been it was overwhelming. You know, to me, I was like I actually felt the energy, and it was kind of crazy. So I missed the entire
Making
thing
sure my
because I
meat
was doing
hurts.
interviews the whole time. But the presentation,
Wow, people are disrespectful.
booths and everything looked awesome, and
They just want to see gameplay. And
Sure, Steve.
For
the
me,
actor
it was
Resident
related to
Evil
that is when we first showed Scarlet, when she walked out
this is
and
a
the blood was all over her
freaking,
dagger, and you could
like,
see the buildup of people.
podcast.
Some hardcore fans
Con-
knew
it's
like that's
combat
Scarlet,
cast. This is
and then
not
some it took a little bit longer. And then
trailer
everyone
reveal
realized
live
and they were
stream.
going crazy. Because for like a year,
respectful,
I've been
chat. You know
all
what? Fuck
in
this
on how
shit.
she looks in this game and how she plays, but we can't talk about it. And I know that the Scarlet
shit
community is going to be
sucks.
excited. So then actually seeing that release of hype in the room, everyone seeing her for the first time, was I absolutely lost it.
Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet.
Right.
Mine would be the reaction to the fans, like, because we were watching the LA event and just seeing everybody just so hype and excited and happy for the entire thing that was going on. Like, I just love reaction videos, and it was like standing in one really large reaction video. It was great.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Matt Burke.
Burkham.
My favorite was Baraka, for sure. The way he just kind of like jumps into the trailer immediately and he's like, "I'm in this game," is awesome, and everyone was super hyped for him.
Yeah.
Matt Burke coming from Outworld here.
For me, it was definitely, just all the fans. The people who've tweeted us for years we've never had a chance to meet.
Yeah.
All of those people, just seeing them and saying hello to them and finally having a chance to take a picture and just talk about the game that we all love so much. Also, the WE people coming in and their cosplay was fantastic. Ronda Rousey, meeting her was a joy. She was super nice and super excited to have her involved in the game as well.
I think it was just one thing, Tyler, but that's okay.
I named a few things. I'd like to apologize. A couple things before we get started on the stuff that you are definitely here to watch. We want to discuss a couple things. Damage, things like that. All that stuff is going to be come through in balance.
Damage?
Right now, some of the numbers might be a little bit off. But that's all being worked on, just so you know, so don't get freaked
The
out
numbers
when
gonna
you
be
see
off.
something.
What?
Yeah, and that goes with everything in the game.
Yep.
I think there's nothing that we aren't listening to as far as responses to things. I know whenever we make whenever there's change, there's like just a natural human reaction to
pretty
assume
much.
that there could be problems.
People just
with
gotta
it.
adapt.
And even though there
Just
might
like,
be,
whoa,
we are
damage
going to be
changes.
all over that. When we
I think people just need to adapt. Though.
do a beta and stuff like that.
It's hard
and,
for people to
ears
adapt,
are gonna
especially
be to
during
the
like
walls,
things like
listening.
video
We're
games, because it's not
constantly
as
listening.
natural as
I'm
like real
actually
life. Let's say like a
constantly
sport. It's
soliciting,
like, oh,
feedback
let me.
from people. So
you gotta
we're
physically do something
excited
for
to
that.
get
But
people
this is like-
involved in the process of
There's gonna be
defining
complaining.
and fine tuning this game to play just how Mortal Kombat fans want to play it.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Yeah,
Ed.
I love
And the
the
damage may
threads
change up.
and the tweets and all that about the database of frame data from the reveal version of the game. Calm down. I love it. If I wasn't here, I'd be joining you.
Right.
But calm down. Spelled with a K, calm with a K.
Fair.
Relax.
Also, some other characters have been revealed. Pardon me, Kano recently.
Yep.
Won't be on today's show, but we definitely will be getting to Kano. We will,
Oh,
you know,
gameplay.
one of my favorites. Of course, he can't not be on the Kombat Cast. Like Kato's my number one. But there's things like we're going to try to. Not every Kombat Cast will have a reveal, but some will. But we'll definitely be diving deeper into characters that we've
Not
kind of talked
everyone,
about or
right,
shown, or maybe
so-
haven't seen very much of. So definitely
let
stay
us
tuned for
know
that. We'll also have a lot
which
of
ones
guests
will
from
have
the studio
reveals.
coming in to talk about what they do and how they make the game
You
a
know,
better
they keep
experience for
people into
everyone. And
just
that's always
watching it.
exciting for us to bring people who would build the game to come talk about it.
People come here
But
for characters, really.
very
That's
important.
just being blunt.
We're here for one big reason. At the reveal event in LA,
Kabal.
you may have seen a flash go across the screen, and that was our good friend, Kabal.
Is he really our good friend?
He doesn't seem like a
evil
friendly kind of guy. Anyway,
I do say that about a lot of people. So Ed, let's just start by talking about Kabal a little bit. What excites you about bringing Kabal to the table? Like, what's cool about Kabal?
I think Kabal and a number of other characters. Baraka. We have a long list of characters that we're going to be revealing that are kind of like in that vein, like characters that you haven't seen, maybe some in a long time, fan favorites that are on the way. We have. We wish we can announce them all. Maybe we should.
I don't know.
announce
I
them
think
all.
that's actually a bad idea.
But
What?
I think of Kabal and Baraka as
Wait, what?
characters that are going to be
Announced them all.
this kind of
I know-
string of returning
announced
characters.
them-
You're going to
announced them all.
freak
You're gonna-
out when you see the
You would do
the
that?
DLC characters that we have. They're in the
You're not
same
joking,
vein.
right?
In the same vein. It's going to be awesome. And so these
Shaggy.
big moments, like when people saw
Announced them
Kabal,
all.
you mentioned that
Shaggy.
at the MK Day. There was this raw.
I would love to see how Noob
That's
would look.
we got a number.
I would
of
love to
those
see
pieces
how
coming out.
Noob would look like in this game.
Yeah.
So you're gonna love, and Kabal is just kind of like the first in that line.
and he's such like an iconic MK3 character too,
Which
right?
I'm a huge fan of MK3, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
love. That's when the new characters got weird, less of the kung fu movie and more the kind of sci-fi stuff, which I love about MK.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
and
I've always
we're
been
also
a
going to
fan.
see him. We're going to see him in his unburned state. That's going to be one of his costumes, which is going to be really cool.
That's my personal favorite. That's
Oh.
the skin that I like to use. I think he looks really cool.
Give a lore minute for us, real quick. It doesn't last quite a minute.
So that's
Kabal
when-
is
wait.
a huge fan of the musical Chess.
Is that true?
No, I made that up.
So that's a lie minute.
I thought
that's not
we
a
usually
lore
had
minute.
lore minutes.
Yeah, what the hell is
No.
this?
Awesome. So, great. So, Kabal is coming to the game. Obviously,
So
we're
he's
very
gonna
excited to see the
have
trailer. We are
And
all
all-
super excited
Can't
to see
wait.
the trailer.
He doesn't have the mask
Ed,
on?
I would like you to do the honors to show the trailer.
Yeah. This.
Let's
it's,
go.
it's-
Alright.
Here's the Kabal.
Both
trailer.
headphones on. Alright, the audio.
You look familiar. Our paths crossed years ago, Kabal. I'd never forget a fight.
Let's go.
Fight!
Yeah, but annoying play style. That's what I've heard from people. Yeah, the audio is distinct on my end. I gotta fix that once this right. Wait. Oh wait. Okay. Oh no. That's not just my Twitch. That's everybody's Twitch. Okay. As long as I know that. Yeah. It still looks clean. Whoa! Wait! He just broke. This is all new to me. I'm not sure if he can do this in the previous games, but yeah. I know characters can do it like that. I hear his yeah, I heard his fatal blow. It's so delayed. The audio is so. Whoa! Okay. Yo!
Fatality.
I'm gonna look back.
Kabal
Yo!
wins.
Oh my god! That is clean.
Awesome. Great. That's Kabal.
Kabal land.
Looking amazing. We do understand there was a bit of a sound sync issue with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
trailer.
yeah, okay,
One will go out online that will be synced correctly. Sorry about that. We do have this is a good time to mention this.
Yeah.
We have a new room, as you can tell. An awesome new stream room, which we're super excited
Ed
about.
left. He was like, "No, I
We've
can't
added a
deal
lot
with
of
this."
technological stuff to the room to make it
this
a better
desync.
streaming experience for us and for you, more importantly. So, first stream.
Real gamers. Oh, why did I read that like
Might
it
be a
was a
few
new
things
viewer?
that happen.
Problems.
So,
Two
bro.
problems so far.
That's not a
Shaggy?
huge deal.
Who's counting?
I don't know.
We're not counting. You just counted.
Right.
So, but I think the greatest thing now is let's move past that. So you'll see a better trailer at some point, I'm sure. And
I'm
we
gonna look at
will
the better
get
trailer
right
on
into Kabal.
YouTube.
So let's talk a little about him first.
I
Let's
might look at it off
a little bit of lore, maybe a little
So
bit of
I can just
archetype
hang
talk.
and analyze it myself.
Well, Cabal has
Cabal
always had his hook
Seems
swords
like that.
since
Seems like a
MK3,
Flash
but
type of character.
while he had
so
moves
he's the
that use
Flash
them,
of.
I wouldn't say his fight
This
style was
game,
completely
I guess.
based on it. And in this game, that's kind of what the design
Well, if you're
team went
speaking
for. He
Mortal
uses them
Kombat
more than he ever had
standards,
before. He does have
Sword
punches and
Injustice,
kicks, but
the
he uses
Flash
the hook
is the
swords a
Cabal
lot.
type character.
Okay.
And I think that's very cool, and it's drastically changed his range. I would call him a mid-range to long-range fighter now, which is kind of neat.
Cool.
He does have the traditional Nomad Dash. A lot of the returning characters you saw with even
Oh, so
Scorpion
that's like
Sub-Zero, we've
okay.
given them
That's
a
like
ton
as
of new moves.
quick powers or whatever.
But we want to keep. There's always like the
He's
one
a
or two
nomad.
classics that you have to bring back, and that's the
Nomad
Nomad Dash.
magic.
For him.
And one thing we want to talk about when we talk about the characters who are returning from past games, which there's a lot of them too, is kind
lot of them,
what's
okay,
new about them
cool.
and
Right.
what returns. Because when you play a character that you're like super in love with, right? Like me for Kano, which we haven't shown yet. Like there's certain things about Kano that, as a Kano player, need to be there. They're like
I thought
kinda
this
like
combat.
the
I mean, it's my
features of
first
his
combat
character,
cast, right?
And it's the same with like
I
Kabal. So he has some
was
things coming back.
expecting them to like
a lot
pick
of new
up the
things,
controllers
and, some
and
things that
start
bring him
playing
to be
around with
Kabal.
them.
Could you
Right.
imagine
I'm not
Cabal
seeing
without
that
a
right
dash?
now. So
Right,
it's
that
a
would
little-
Makes sense.
But we also look at the spirit of the character and try to redesign them. So a big example will be his classic buzzsaw move has been drastically redone in a lot of neat ways, which I think is very cool. So it's back, but it's very different.
Yep.
Awesome, excellent. So let's you want to get in there and
Yeah,
show
let's
some
go in
stuff?
and see.
Oh, okay, they do it.
So here we go, Lord Cabal. So let's start by talking about his normal attacks. And like I said, they have excellent range now. Like one of the key ones is back light punch,
Look at that reach.
back front punch, back punch, down punch is this super far, like start of the round, kind of footsie tool, which is like, footsies is like your mid-range game. You're kind of back
Back
and
one,
forth
so
when you're
that's
feeling the
back
opponent
and
out.
square.
The first hit is a mid. The
That's
second
back and
hit's
square
actually
on
very
the
fast overhead.
PlayStation controller.
And he can actually hit confirm it into the dash and go into a combo if he wants. One thing that's notable about that is typically in
they use
MK11,
bar?
we actually don't have
Did
that
they
many
use it
special moves that go into a
offensive
combo
meter?
without amplifying it.
Right.
Even Scorpion's Harpoon in this game, he actually has to amplify it to get a combo.
Right.
He doesn't. The dash, he'll always get a combo. So that's kind of a pretty
Alright,
powerful
cool,
thing
cool.
about Cabal, a really good option.
And you can just catch people all day with it, just like classic
Of course,
Cabal.
just like classic Cabal. Another really good normal is forward 224, which he starts doing these
Ooh,
mids, and
okay,
then he ends
forward
in an overhead.
224
And he has low
triangle.
attacks that you can use to mix it up if you want.
Triangle,
So that's
triangle.
kind of a good, like,
square.
up close.
Splat.
Yeah.
Triangle,
That
triangle,
also
triangle,
goes to a
square.
crushing blow we can talk
But
about
you,
later.
You move forward.
Another one is 3-2, which is kind of like your Punisher
3-2,
strength.
so
you block Sub-Zero slide or Scorpion's
X,
Harpoon, and then
triangle.
you can actually, again, juggle them and go into Nomad Dash.
Classic Cabal.
Now here's what I want to just do a little. I noticed something
Okay.
that you did, Steve. So as you know, like when you create your own versions of these characters, you can name
Yes.
what you've done it. You've called this 7-3.
Yes.
As
That's a reference to a
I know.
previous game that I'm
Yeah.
going to get to, and that it basically is a warning to people playing him. I'm very, very strong.
I'm very, very strong.
Yeah, beware. And I made this Cabal this loadout on purpose.
Did I just blow a reveal?
Yeah, I mean it's not a big deal, but
Wait,
thanks Tyler for
reveal.
killing the bit.
My bad. My bad.
So the
Smoke?
final normal I'd like to talk about is
People
my
are saying
personal favorite with
this
Cabal.
refers
It's
to smoke.
4-4
I don't know the
1+3.
reference.
So this knee is super fast. It's a really good mid, and it goes straight into a very quick overhead.
wait.
And
did
I
you
want
just
you to keep in
reference
mind, I
something?
keep mentioning overheads because those are the key mix-up tools that he has in his normals.
Right.
And we'll get to his lows in a little bit.
Smoke. Okay.
So now when we talk about
so
overheads
smoke.
too, like for those who don't know that's a move that you have to stand block.
Exactly.
It will
So
hit
crouch
you
So
with
there's
block,
smoke
block
and
it.
Jade.
you'll get
People are
hit.
talking about smoke.
So you're always
Okay.
going to be wanting to stand block against him
What does
unless he
7-3
commits the low
reference?
special moves that I'll show.
You just said that.
Sure.
you
So
might
I think
have
the 4-4 is just a
spoiled a
great
character that they're
tool, like
gonna
if you
reveal.
hit it down one, or if the opponent does something where they're in recovery, but they're not punishable, but they're like slight recovery. It's a great move to just mash it out. Honestly,
just give this
when I play
character
Kabal
build
and
to
I don't know
ketchup
what to
and
do,
mustard,
I do
and they're
forward.
going to.
And you really can't go wrong.
And another thing, like I
They're
just want,
just gonna.
just
Oh,
as
you?
you watch the
Wait,
combat
who
cast
does-
and as
what
you
does that-
learn with us, I want you to know some of the terminology. So when you say
What
forward
does
four,
that
like
matchup refer
people
to?
play on different consoles, different systems, so the buttons are labeled as
Kabal's
such
gonna
1,
be
2,
top
3,
five.
4. So
Right.
it's-
Whatever.
Like you can think of it as the left punch button is 1, then 2.
Already
and then
top tier.
on the
What
kicks, it's
makes
3
them
and
top
4.
tier?
So that's a universal way for any character, any
Trump
console.
DLC.
So when you go online, you go to the amazing Mortal Kombat Reddit, you go to our Discord, on Twitter, if people are trying to discuss what combos do,
Yep.
you're going to see a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, back, forward, 4, to like explain how combos
Noob
work.
Saba, Noob Saba.
Another notable thing I'd like to show is that a lot of
Show the
his
noob
like
smoker.
classic things, like your
Hey.
sweep, your down 4, your pokes, and all that, he also uses like swords. Like this is actually his down
Who
4,
was he
which is
just
awesome.
referring to?
It's almost the start of the range, the start of the round range. A lot of times, just kind of playing the mid
They're
range,
so
walking back
vague.
and forth in the back 1 range. I'll just kind of do.
Ad spawn. People are
They're
acting
like-
like they're
And you can see his sweep actually.
they're gonna be
pass.
reading.
I
the
would call
chat.
this
Good range right
hella
there.
range. I think this is hella.
Oh.
Yeah, very, very good range. That's
Okay,
another move I'll
that's
just throw
top
out.
tier
What's above
material
hella
right there.
range?
Hema.
Oh,
That's one step bigger.
Okay, gotcha.
His back 2 is also great.
That's
it's not a
top tier
combo, but
material
it's
right
kind of
there.
a
You saw
safe,
that-
like,
that
just
range
get the
on
hell out
the
of here.
wall.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Move.
Okay, that was you. That was
Role
doing
playing
a
Kabal.
Cabal impression. Okay.
And now I think we can show his throws, which are pretty awesome.
And yeah, let's show this.
What?
Sorry, that was my sound.
No, I like it.
Oh, God, it's good.
And I've always talked about this. Throws are so good. You see a lot of them in fights. So the throws really have to add color to the character. Like, they always have to feel like the character. Because, you know, you watch a lot of tournament
Yo.
games, you're going to see a lot of the throw is something that you come back to a lot. It's an animation, so you want it to be something that's really cool.
Right.
Because
I
people are
like
going to
how
see
when
it
you
all
do
the time.
aerial kicks or
Yeah, it's
aerial
one of the
attacks,
best
you
ways to
just
show a
stop
character's
your,
personality.
your
You can also
vertical
see
momentum
his
going
wake-up
up,
attacks,
and
he
you,
uses them
you
swords
just stand there
huge
and place
anti-air.
Yeah.
But
That's
then,
not like
his up
I
3-1
never
is a
see that in
straight
a
poke.
fighting game. Like,
Let's talk a
usually in
little bit about
Street
wake-up
Fighter,
attacks,
if
too,
you
because
kick while you
Great
jump,
time
you'll
to talk
still
about it. So,
your
you
momentum
no
while
longer
jumping
do
will
any
still
special
go
move you want when you're knocked
diagonally
down.
forward
Instead,
or up
you
or
have these
whatever.
preset moves that are only available when you're knocked down.
You
so
stop
with him,
in motion like
you hit up
the
2
law-
and he'll
the
do
laws
this
of
move. And
physics
that's
just
just
stop
a
when
wake-up attack.
do
It's
a
the only
kick
way you can do it.
in
And then
midair.
you have an up 3. So
Now,
to,
also notice that it took
But
one bar of
that-
defense and
that
one bar
was
of offense.
Yes.
physics like that
you were
happen
both
in
waking
Mortal
up and
Kombat.
you're invincible,
In
and you're
previous
also
Mortal
attacking,
Kombat
so it takes
installments, I'm not
50%.
surprised.
Now, are they
of-
both armored, or
But
is
it's
this
just
how's that work?
weird.
Great question. So you're up 3, which is like your poke. You just kind of strike them. That's fully invincible.
That's
But
just
you don't
wake
get a
up.
lot of damage. You can see he just kind of knocks Sub-Zero away. It's just kind of get off me, get
Reset.
some breathing room, right.
Yep.
But the up 2 is
Reset
not
to neutral.
invincible, but it is an anti-air and it is immune to air attacks.
Well, so they're
And
gonna
that
jump
you get
at
a full
you.
pop-up.
So they jump at you, and it,
You can see
oh,
he
you
actually
get a
gets a
combo off
combo.
of it.
So the idea here would
And that
be
does
a
a fair
simple
amount of
meta
damage.
of do you want to do the safe, like just get off me, low risk, low reward option that's fully invincible, and if the opponent respects that and they try to jump over you to punish it, you go for the anti-air one.
Right.
And then it would loop back into not doing a wake-up attack at all, or you can wake up
Kabal
and roll
looks like
forward or back, which is actually invincible.
Predator.
Or you can just get up and actually block, and you know.
Who wants to
It
do
looks
that?
like
Right.
Predator.
I mean,
You've got
never
all these
seen
tools.
it.
Like, no.
Right, right.
Why would
You-
I do
Except
that?
the hairstyle.
Awesome.
'Cause I'm
So I
pretty
think
sure
that
Kabal
that's kind
had,
of
like,
Kabal's base
he
kit,
had,
and
like,
I think
dreads or something.
the notable thing about
Like
Kabal in this
9.
game is he's actually, in my opinion, pretty basic and easy to play, which is interesting for him.
Right.
Kabal, like in an MK9, was actually a high execution character, and in my opinion, he's not really like that anymore. He's not like a high pressure, high intensity character. He's pretty simple, and for me, I've always loved Kabal, but I could never actually play him.
Right.
I'm all in on. He's one of my favorite characters to play right now because you're only going to use like 5 or 6 moves, and they're pretty basic. And he kind of has a move list. It's like quick and dirty. Like
Right.
here's some good mids, here's some good overheads. He has a couple low special moves. What more do you need?
Well, and that's important too. I mean, that happens a lot in the games we make. Is that like there are some characters that like really help the people who are good at high, like, very difficult things. But like a lot of characters who aren't super difficult to play still fit right in the meta, and
Yep.
it's a good place to start. Like if you're starting playing our games, like maybe Kabal's a good place to start for you.
I absolutely think he'd be a
wonder-
really good beginner character. If you just want to use your kind of, from this range, I
Frame
just
rate.
kind of do safe stuff and don't really commit to anything. Make the opponent, if you want to think more about the opponent making mistakes than what you're doing, I actually think he's a great character for that.
Also has a lot of really badass specials. So if you're a guy who's not a tournament guy and you like sitting down on the couch with your buddy and having a beer and playing the game and want to slam some hook swords, this is the guy you go with.
Which sounds like a good reason to get into a special move.
Let's do it.
So, I don't know if anyone noticed in the trailer, Gas Blast is gone.
Well, it's
Wait,
just totally
what?
different, I guess. Kind of, right?
Let's go.
It's gone.
All right.
There is no more instant or gas. There are now
Well, you're-
hundreds of MK9 players
Whatever.
that are just
Crying.
Mortal Kombat.
well,
thing
there's a
you
couple
just
Cabal
referred to
players
is
that are
gone.
crying.
Right.
However, Cabal's still a pretty awesome zoner. His buzzsaw is now very, very fast, and it's actually a gadget that he throws. Because I've always wondered, what is that? Why does he lift his leg up and summon a magic buzzsaw? It is now Black Dragon tech from the Black Dragon Black Market. He got from Kano, and he actually throws it like a straight projectile. It's a good recovery. It's pretty good. And the amplified version actually allows him to go into Nomad Dash. So
Right.
you can't really react to it. You gotta guess that, like, you gotta be pretty confident it's gonna hit. But if he's trying to trade projectiles and you're sure it's gonna hit because it's significantly faster than most projectiles, you can go ahead, go into it, and actually get a combo conversion. So that's pretty cool. He also has other buzzsaw moves that you can use as abilities. Like, for example, this loadout, he actually has the low one back. And the amplified one is super cool because he throws two. It does really good chip damage, and it takes up a ton of space, so they actually will have to jump.
Right.
I also, in this loadout, because this loadout is based on, now amid the 7-3 thing is, this is my MK9 style Cabal. He actually has a air straight one that he can do.
Oh, jeez.
And he can amplify
Yeah,
that
their
to
hub
actually
is already
recover
on
super,
this.
super fast.
Right.
So,
Mortal Kombat 11
you know, you can
Kombat
use to
Cast
cover
live
the
stream
ground,
to
and
begin
they're going to have
at
to
1
inch their way in,
p.m.
and you know they're going to want to jump, and then
It's
you can go on and do the air one and try to
3
catch
hours.
Or if they jump,
you know,
can't you just catch them with a dash
apart.
too?
it. Of course, you can
Right,
do the
so I mean-
classic, one of the best MK3 anti-airs.
Just stay back, right? Like, it's awesome.
Now, we've already talked about the
Tyler,
Nomad Dash, but now we'll show it clearly. It's
Okay.
everything you want about Nomad Dash.
Yeah,
now,
Kabal,
normally,
Kabal.
he actually cannot cancel it. That's gone too.
Right.
We've, like, a lot of the pressure like that is drastically toned down in the default move list, but if you're someone that really loved it and you do have the execution,
Right.
you're not
Oh, I
like me, you
forgot.
don't want to just, you know, play the
Forgot
game,
about
you
E3.
want it, that is available as a customization item, so he actually can still do that.
So all the
I'm
people
on
that
Twitter
were
right now.
asking
I'm not
is
worried about
dash
Yep.
canceled back for him.
Yes, it is. You can make that
Should
loadout.
be.
If that's
Yeah,
your
I
bag,
might
you're
play
someone that's
against
really
them a
good at
lot
that.
one day,
That is
but
available. It'll
it's
take one of your
whatever.
slots, so you got to think clearly, you know. But if you want to make this MK9 style loadout,
You can.
you're free to do it.
And you can do it.
Yep. Another special move he has that's actually back, and I think is very cool, is his hook slam move. And this is your combo ender. You're gonna pretty much end all your BNBs with this. It does good damage. If he amplifies it, it's super
Okay,
fun.
boom.
Yup.
On this. I'm just scrolling up something.
Yeah, that's super fun. Another
I
one of
wanna
his
see
key
his
special
fatal blow,
moves
'cause I didn't get
is
to really see
in
it
this loadout.
in the
I
trailer.
gave him. Wait, I just forgot what I was gonna show.
Number
Wait,
3.
I think we're done with this loadout. Actually. I think we're ready to go to the next one. Okay.
Let's check out another loadout.
All right. So I made another loadout. This is the personal one that I use when I play.
Okay.
I'm very happy with this loadout. So first off, this is actually a default move that he didn't have in the last one. He has an air saw that goes at a downward arc. In
Right.
the last loadout, I had chose to go for the straight one, but normally he uses the down one, which is
Really
the one
cool
I
to see Aaron Black.
He can also amplify it to recover very quickly.
First of all, with the
And this
Aaron
is pretty
Black.
awesome, not just for zoning, but it's for faking jump ins. Like you can kind of pretend to jump in and actually choose
Do I
the
hear a
bar.
first of all
You
with
can
the
stay
Aaron
safe
Black?
by jumping down.
So this is what you were
quickly.
talking about earlier too, the human,
Perfect legend, man.
like
Holy
awesome
fuck.
looking skin for him.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love the coat, and
Well,
I think
somebody's
his
dead.
not being burnt up is cool. And since we're playing with timeline stuff, we're able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
He was actually meant to be in Special Forces unburnt, and there's like art for it and
Texas
everything.
Showdown.
Hold on a
You
second.
want more games? We got-
Steve's lore minute.
That's
Wow,
right. That
okay.
was
I should
actually
probably
cut.
follow
So,
that.
and he was in Shaolin Monks, but this is the first time where you can actually play him unburnt.
Yeah.
I'm very hyped for that.
All right.
Cool.
Also in this loadout, I gave him a low hook sword, which not only looks cool, this complements all the overheads I mentioned earlier. And this is the way that I like to play Cabal. High risk character. Like I'll do this, and normally he has the overhead. I'll go into the low hook. Or, as I said, this is an overhead. I'll do this. So the low hook is punishable. He's going to get bodied if they block it, but he keeps the opponent guessing all the time. I also am a big fan of doing that instead of the overhead, and that's going to not only keep him guessing, but it's going to keep him focused on the normal he's doing, which then opens up throws.
Right.
And then lastly in this loadout, I gave him the parry, which is In MK9, he kind of had a parry because EX dash is so OD, and now we've actually just given him an actual parry, and it's very strong. He can actually hold it as long as he wants, and he gets a full combo when it hits. So he gets a super effective parry. So in my opinion, the way I play him in this loadout is he's a 50-50. It's a high-risk 50-50, but he still opens you up all the time, and then he has defensive options with the parry. So
Right.
he tries to get in close,
Or a
then he
special
starts opening up with
character
overhead low
reveal.
mix-ups, and if you try to attack him, he can parry
Parried.
with a
Wasn't
full
that
combo.
Can I say something?
We got a
No.
picture
And Derek,
of
maybe you'll
PC.
agree.
Okay.
Is there anyone faster at going through the training menu than Steve?
No.
Well, I do it all day long.
Like, it is.
It's impressive.
We got Ken Morris coming in here a little bit. They can't hear you. Yes or no? Is there anybody faster? Ken thinks he's faster.
Oh my gosh! Can we get 2 screens side by side?
Time it.
And
For
get-
the
yeah,
worst
I just-
stream of all time.
Yeah.
To
So-
see who can do that faster.
Should we do
about
one
that
more
one?
loadout?
Yeah,
I have one
think
prepared.
I think we owe it to people.
We owe it to people? Okay.
Wait, how fast is this menu?
So this is a gas-based loadout. All the loadouts are thematic.
Are they talking
I
about
don't
menu
mean that.
speed?
I mean,
That'd be cool.
Oh, guys,
They had like
okay.
a really
Yeah.
fast
I'm a
menu
child,
speed
I'm
where
sorry.
all
it's
right.
like
So I gave him 2
you
different
can
gas.
you can get into a match offline.
The first is
You can get
this
into an
new
offline
version of
match.
Gas Blast. It's actually like it's like a
Like
string
in
ender.
seconds.
It's a safe way to end a
That's
string
pretty
if he
cool.
doesn't want to commit to anything.
And the game looks pretty fast.
All right.
Jared, please.
Sorry,
And the
sorry.
amplified version is very neat because he spits out even more gas.
I like
and
how
this
Ed
gas
just
cloud,
tweeted.
If the opponent's
I like
in
how
it,
during the
it'll
live
take dot
stream
damage
where he's
and
not sitting on the
jumping
couch,
is disabled.
he just
Oh,
tweeted
okay.
this out.
You have to say
It's pretty funny. Unless you can schedule tweets, then I'm unaware of that.
dot damage or just say dot.
damage over time.
That's
You're
like,
right.
That's
it
like
should
saying
just be-
ATM machine.
Right.
Right.
So this one you can kind of use it when you're focused on the mid range with his back one string. You kind of spit that out, and now the opponent, they're either going to take the damage or they're going to continue to stay out. So that's pretty
a
cool.
sick
That's good.
respirator too.
Yeah.
That's really cool looking.
And then I also gave him this high mobility gas jetpack where you can see
Okay,
you
yeah,
can
that was-
control how far
Wow.
you can control how far
That's
he goes.
pretty,
And this
okay. Yeah,
it's
it's
kinda
pretty
like
cool,
you'd see in
pretty
Air
cool.
Dash.
He's top tier material.
in an anime game, or actually maybe even a wacky injustice character, and you can use it to go into cross-ups, go over them.
Could you cancel into special moves from it?
He can.
Oh my goodness!
Which I really like to do that too. You can use it to go over projectiles. Like if he's going to do ice blast, you jump. If you're going to land doing it, gas blast over, then do the air saw. It's
When you showed that you could cancel that, I want Matt Burke to put Burke Cam on and show what he did when he saw that.
Oh,
There we go. That was really
all
good.
right,
That was
yeah.
good.
So
Okay.
with the custom variation system,
Good.
these are 3 different, very different play styles. You can play a high
We're
mobility
excited for
keep
rain.
out version where he can close the distance really quickly.
Wait.
You can play an MK9 style OD zoning version with the cancels if you have the execution. What I love is
Katana's gonna get revealed.
Scarlet has
'cause
some similar
Katana-
stuff. I'm not smart or talented
Revenant-
at playing
Revenant,
complex
Katana,
characters,
Revenant,
so I can avoid them. But the option's still there if you are. Or you can play the
How did I
very
forget-
basic 50-50
forget, like, one of the
version
main
that I like to
characters'
play.
names?
It's pretty
That's
much
where I
up to
would
you.
be too.
Yeah,
Lucan.
exactly, yeah.
Crushing
Keiko,
Blows.
Keiko,
You want to talk about those for a
Keiko,
second?
Lucan.
Crushing Blows is
yeah,
one of the new
those
systems
two.
you may have seen
So,
where it goes into the X-ray effect
they're gonna-
and the
they're gonna-
opponent
they
has
confirmed
their
already.
jaw broken or whatever.
Right.
So
I
the
don't
way it
think
works is
Katana's not gonna
every
be in this
character
game.
has 4 to 5 moves that can
She's
trigger
gonna
it,
be in.
and conditions are what triggers it. For example, the uppercut one everyone has. It's universal, and that is if you counter a high attack.
Right.
For example, if you try to throw me and I uppercut your throw, will get
I think like
crushing
if you
blow.
hint at a
Those can be
character
covered
that's
at.
basically
Yes,
confirmed,
they have
people are
different-
gonna
yeah, they do
expect another
insane
character
damage.
because we knew
And they
Kabal was
often
gonna be
lead to
shown.
DOT,
Now we're waiting for
or
something
a different
else.
reaction, maybe a stagger.
Like, what's
or in
the
case
track
of an uppercut,
record
the
with-
combo.
Now there is, I believe,
What is the
that-
track
if I'm
record
wrong, I'm wrong.
with these
in the options,
combat
you can
casts? Do
choose
they
how
usually
those
show more
fire
than one
off too,
character?
right?
The choice is you can make
If
it
that's
so
the
you
case,
can hold the
then
button down to trigger
I'm gonna
it,
stay,
and that
but
would be if you don't
let me
want
know
to,
if
because
they
you can
do
only
or
them
do not,
once
because
per
if they
game.
don't,
We've actually had this
I'ma
happen to
dip.
you and I, where
I'ma
you beat me in the
actually
game,
dip. I'ma
but you
start
did one at
the-
the
I'ma
end
start
of
the
the,
next
like, end of the
live
round where
stream.
you probably shouldn't have done
I
it.
did Sub-Zeros to kill you, but you were going to
I'ma
die
start
with the
the,
slide
uh,
anyway.
Right.
So losing that bonus damage was actually a bonus.
Because he could have used that the next round, but he lost it. 'cause You can only do them
I
once.
have a
Once
brain
it's been
fart
done.
right
Now,
now.
does it cost a meter to use them?
It does
I'm
not.
going to
If
start
it's an
the throw
amplified
stream.
move, it costs
If
you the meter, but it does not
they don't
cost
show
you
us
any other
anything.
resources,
Right.
which is one of the cool things about the resource system in this game. So one other example, since we have Kabal on, would be,
I'm gonna just stay on Ed Boone's
actually I'll do it this way.
Twitter account because he is not sitting
His
on the couch.
4224, if
Does
it
he
hits the
usually
opponent,
just dip? Does he
will
just
go into the
leave
crushing blow.
after like they show?
So the meta here would
They
be
show
simple.
something?
When you block a slide, do you
Or
want to
the-
cash in and do your crushing blow? And you can see
is that
it does
brand
a
new? Like,
lot of
that's
damage.
new.
Like,
What's the
never
normal
seen him,
damage?
like just dip
right,
out the couch.
that's the normal one. So it's a pretty significant increase in damage. And you also can get stuff again like longer knockdowns or
Right.
all different kind of goodies. They are definitely much better than normal version.
Right, and so and that's what I've loved. Like, there's a bunch of things we've talked about. Like, for instance, the fatal blows.
Right.
Do you want to use those at this time? Do you want to use them later?
Yes.
Same with the crushing blows. Do you want to use them now, or do you want to save it for later? Like, are you closing out a round? Is that the most important thing to you, or are you bodying and you want to save it for
Why
later?
do so many people
Like,
want
there's a lot
Shaggy?
of questions there.
Almost every aspect of the game that we've changed since the last game plays into that. For example, I said it during the reveal.
This
event,
can go two
combos
ways,
are
punk.
pretty toned down.
You walk
That's not to
away,
say I saw some
or
people.
I walk
Oh my
on
God,
your
there's no
face."
combos. It's like Mortal Kombat 1. That is not at all what I'm
Ultra
talking
Instinct
about. But
Blue
they are
starts playing.
generally shorter. It's more resources and more dangerous to try to go into combos. But the damage that's not there from combos as much is back in the form of crushing blows or
Right.
fatal blows and all that. But exactly as you said, you have to think about when to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
So the way I view it is to get the big damage, it's not hard to do. It's hard to think about what to do. When do you want to do the crushing blow?
So, I mean, I think that the moral here is don't worry. There are plenty of combos for me to drop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to keep happening. Don't worry.
I have never seen you actually do Sonya's back 1, 2, 3 into 4, 2, 1 every time in a game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true.
So
Classic Tyler.
This
I
is
think
blowing me up,
the
man.
final thing to show Ball would be his fatal blow because it is.
All right, cool.
Yes.
I am a
Alright,
huge
fine-
fan.
finally.
So, if you didn't see the reveal event, the way it works is when you're at 30%, you can see the life bars now.
Right.
You gain access to Fatal
Damn.
Blow. And you do it just like you've always done super moves in our game. Both
Right.
shoulders, even my dad can do it. And you get a one-time use, so you gotta make it count.
Right.
Once it hits, it's only gonna hit once. So let's go for it.
Oh, you did it.
Or did I see this? Did I see this already? Oh no, I didn't see this already. I saw that part. I didn't see the full thing though.
Yep.
I've seen it 800 times, and the twirling part is still amazing.
And the into's kind of cool too because he wraps around.
That's what I want to. His N2 is by far my favorite right now. It is super fast, and when you play a Kabal, the most fun thing about playing Kabal, free, is you're zoning them and you're in Fatal Blow, and if they hit a button to do their own projectile,
Like, is he going around the world? Is he going out the back door just around
Oh,
the
his
building?
fatal
Is he going
blow
through a
is
portal? I
kind
don't
of
know.
OD.
I don't know.
Don't know the answer to that.
His
So
fatal blows
right
OD
now that
because
is
he
Ball.
can just like
That's Kabal.
he can bait you out. If you throw a projectile, you're done. And if he activates his fatal blow, you're done. You are done. I didn't realize that. No, okay. Okay, that still doesn't mean I'm gonna play him though. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be thousands, millions of other people playing
That's how
Kabal.
he plays. That's how he's going to be working in the game. There's some,
I-
you know,
I'm
of course,
not
there's some
gonna
other
care.
a ton of other loadout options
will
you're going
care
to have.
about
We haven't showed
some
everything
of
he
them.
has.
that's not even all the abilities. That's just the ones that
I already
made.
know who I'm
Right.
gonna play.
He actually
though.
has
I'm gonna
some
be
very
playing
interesting
Sonya.
ones you
I'm gonna
didn't
just
see in the trailer, and more than that.
I'm gonna
too.
pick.
And
I'm
then
not
also
gonna
talking
even
about
play a
the
character
the different looks that he
'cause I was
has,
like-
the customizations.
I
and
like
whatnot.
Ermac a lot.
There's a ton
He's
of those
like
too that we have not
green
shown.
magic
Oh,
or
there's some
whatever.
really
He's
We're
like
not
a
going to
red
show
ninja.
very many at all, really. We're going to show
I don't
about
care.
3 every time, but
Right.
just like, you know, other custom
This time I don't
games
care.
we've done,
I
there's
just
a
care about
ton of
winning.
content that you'll be able to unlock.
I'm gonna choose
So,
a cheap character, but
cool.
I don't like Kabal.
I believe it is now time.
Ooh.
We're gonna talk through. There's a
gonna choose
character
a
that we talked about at
comfortable-
the reveal events. By the name
a
of
comfortable
Bruce. It was
and
definitely one of my new favorite characters.
He was a big hit.
Really was.
cheap character.
We want to kind of do a
I like a
walkthrough of
difficult,
how he
technical
plays a little
character
deeper.
that's
Maybe
cheap,
show a
just like a
couple of
comfortable,
his loadouts as
easy
well.
character.
And to do that, we're gonna let's show a picture of the big guy real quick.
They're gonna show us more Garrison. Show us a story trailer or something. What's happening?
All make mistakes, right, Burke?
Yeah, you know.
We weren't muted.
I have a
So
lot of new buttons now.
I
yes,
mean,
we do have a lot of new
Burke
buttons.
makes a lot of mistakes.
So we're bringing a special guest in right now. We have Mr. Ken Morris here. He's
Hi,
going to be
everybody.
here for another thing we're going to be doing after this. Again, we have a lot of new stuff happening. We have a new room, and Burke now, behind the power station, has more buttons than we have ever had in the entire history of the stream.
So more Burke mistakes.
You know what? I'm going to call it my mistake.
Oh, for giving him so many buttons?
I think so. I think
Okay.
so. Let's
my clip's not working.
No.
Oh wait, it's fine.
Nailed it.
There we go.
It's
Cool.
fine. Moving on.
So let's talk a little bit about how about Gears. Let's talk about
Maybe
who
I
he is,
shouldn't
what he does, that
stream
sort of thing, but not too in depth, obviously.
Don't get too nerdy.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Make sure it's that controller. So Geras is
playing on
a
Xbox? What
big
kind of
body
controller is that?
grappler. Because if you're
Yeah,
making a
Xbox
henchman, I think
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense to make a heavy,
Xbox
right?
uses
Shang
that
Tsung had
for
Goro,
actually.
Shao Kahn had Kintaro,
Those people
Quan Chi
exist.
had Moloch, and now
Those
we have
people
Geras.
like-
He actually has
Xbox
multiple grab
users in
moves,
2019,
including one
they
of the
still
coolest command
exist.
grabs I've ever seen. But he's not just a power fighter. He also has control over time and the sands of time.
Excellent.
Who the fuck
And
uses
he has
Xbox?
some very, very clever trap
Yo.
zoning moves. Like you'll see in a minute, he has moves that can control space using his powers that are very unique for a grappler to have.
Excellent. Let's take a look.
So let's start with his normal attacks. One of the key ones is actually forward one.
Bro,
so forward
ketchup
a
and
front
mustard
punch. It's
already showed
very, very
this.
quick
What
mid
the
that travels very, very far, and he has a couple
Ketchup
options
and
you can do
mustard
for it,
already
including actually
did everything Garrus
a grab
related.
attack.
You guys don't
Another key
even
one is forward
play
2,
like
1,
that.
2,
You don't
which
play
is
the
these
game like that.
dash in punches, and he can actually link and do his
Ketchup
command
and
grab
mustard
after.
showed us more stuff
Or
on
any other
Garrus than
special
you will
move.
ever show
I
us
absolutely
on this
love
live stream.
shoulder charges. I don't know why,
There was
but
an
like,
entire
there's just something about shoulder charges. that was
tournament
If you're a
During
big
the
guy in a
reveal
fighting
event,
game, you pretty much need
where a
to
guy
shoulder
played
control.
Garrus.
Is it actually because you're not a big guy?
Probably.
So, okay, I'm just making sure.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, no problem. I think you could still do a shoulder check if you wanted.
No, I would be horrible at it.
We
People
just
be like,
saw
what do you
Ken,
do?
Whatever, I
Ken
think
do
this
it.
is-
It's a big guy
I think this is
staple. It's
just
the body
like
splash.
Filler,
Big body
right? This
splash.
is filler. They
Another
just wanna
interesting
do
one is
something
back 2-2, which
because
is
if they
an
just showed
old
us the
school like
Kabal
80s
reveal
wrestling
in
double
the
axe
stream, I
handle.
think people would be
Clubbing
bored.
blow.
But people
Yeah,
are bored
it's a
right
big
now,
ass
so
clubbing blow.
it doesn't matter.
And his normal attacks actually use a lot of his sand powers. Like you can see, he's down 4. He goes into the ground and makes sand come up. And his
Can't
hop
wait for
attack,
this game, though.
which is really cool.
Ooh.
He literally pounds sand.
Kick it, get it, kick it,
And you can see his
okay.
wake up attack is very, very effective as an anti-air.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
a big sand explosion.
Yeah, Ken get with that.
So you can see for his normal attacks, he's pretty much just a bruiser. He just kind of goes to the mid-range and up close. Oh, that's a great point. I forgot that. So he has 1-1-1 and then 1+3, which goes into this back.
Dane? Is this just
And the last jab is
God,
actually an overhead,
Black
and he has low
Dara,
special moves that he
Sand,
can actually
Bane?
mix you up with. So the opponent's going to have to guess between
is
a
Bane,
low
right?
special move which crushes them,
This is
or a
basically
back
Bane.
brazier which crushes their back. It's a really big bummer of a mix-up.
Not going well.
There's not
Like,
really a
opening
good choice
this game,
there.
it's a lot
I mean,
What?
backbreakers.
crispier
Yeah.
than
Oh yeah.
Injustice.
If you're a fan of grapplers or wrestlers, I think Geras is definitely a character for you.
I mean, a lot of things I saw when I first saw him was just like, okay, this is definitely in the head.
Where's
This is what we're
Guts?
One of my
We
favorite
want
things
Guts
about the
and
reveal
Mortal
event was
Kombat
Ultra
from
David
Berserk.
got to commentate with us, and he did an awesome job, by the
Anime
way.
characters
And
can
I
be
walked
in
up to the
game,
character
right?
select, showed him the game, and like, well, here's your
Put
main.
movie
team.
characters.
And he was like, yeah, this is my main.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
So let's go to his special moves.
Take a look.
Because they're very. First off, his command grab is
That'd be cool,
actually, he runs and grabs you. Like, it's
I know
actually
he's not gonna be
distance.
in,
And now,
but it'll be cool to
if
see,
you're
like, an
mid-screen,
anime
he'll throw you
character
as long
in
as he can, then let you go. But if you do it closer to the wall, see what
No,
happens.
regardless
It's
if
a
he's an
barrel
anime
of fun.
character or not, he's
Oh.
You were like a pixel
Why did you
off.
reset?
brutal,
To get the run, man.
Dark.
All right.
gory
That's
series.
just terrible.
ever.
The way that he slowly walks away is the
He
best
should
part.
I like the
protect
way the
character
victim
anyway.
slumps off.
So would you
Fat
say
ass
that
sword
Geras
just
has some
swinging it
quarter
around in
capabilities?
neutral.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a little bit of that going on for
So that's his command grab. The opponent can actually duck it, but you can see that I think it'll even hit from the start of the round.
I think you need to be just a step in, like a micro step.
So his other kind of typical special move is his big fist, his big sand fist. This is an awesome string ender. Like, it's a way to end strings safely. It's safe on block. It is a high, so if it's not a block string, like a safe block string, you can actually duck. Like, if he does a poke into it, you can actually interrupt it.
Alright,
But
I'm
for the
gonna
most
mute
part,
the
when
mic.
you're going to use it, it's going to be safe. And that's just kind of
I'll be right back.
you push them away, you get damage, you stay safe. But then we'll go into more of his kind of what I was talking about, his wacky trap moves. First off, he has a save, but it's one of a really good move to keep them out. He can kind of use that in the mid-range and predict that they're going to jump into it. He can use it far away if he thinks they're going to try to throw a projectile or they're going to try to do one of their long-range normals. It's one of those moves that just kind of controls space, and he's saying, stop, stop.
And it seems pretty fast, too.
It is super fast. There's no way, only Paulo would claim he can react to that. Paulo when used for glue. Everyone else, you gotta like look for it. Now the thing is, to keep it balanced, is like I said, he has to know, is it close, medium, or far? So he's gotta predict where they are, and they gotta predict where he's gonna do it. Another good space control move is his actual time stop, where he will actually...
One of my favorite moves right now for the characters that we've revealed.
It's extremely clever. So from about mid-range, he can do this, and it has like the hitbox like an aura around him, and the opponent is totally frozen and does not react to anything until it's out, but they will take the damage. So you can actually see he can do an uppercut, and it won't knock them away. They just take real chunky damage, and then once the time stops over, they then react, and he can actually get combos.
And you may have mentioned this. It takes a bar.
Yes, it
And
actually
this is a
takes
move
stamina.
that isn't amplified.
Correct.
It takes a bar regardless.
What
Yes.
more could you do to that move? Right? Like,
Yeah.
You also cannot 2-in-1 into it, so he cannot use it to like do easy combos, but it's a great punisher. It's a high risk move, but it's super high reward.
I've had a lot of fun doing it on jump ins.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, come on.
That's
so good.
All right.
Oh.
So we made three loadouts just like Kabal, and they're kind of themed, and I'd like to talk about them. So this one we have up. This is.
Well,
Go back to one. Okay, so this one is our sand-based one. I gave him space control sand moves. So he's going to have a sand trap that lays on the ground, quicksand, and that will actually slow their movement. Or they get sucked in.
right.
We'll see it in about 2 seconds.
You have a lot of fun creating these.
Yes, I always do. All right, so this one will push them in. And this, you can already imagine, if you're a grappler, you know what this would be used for.
Yep.
They literally are forced to come into his grapple position. So he could be using his quicksand moves to control space. The opponent is sitting there, they're scared of the command grab. You put that out, and they literally come to be, and they have no choice. The second move we gave him is Sand Pillar, which is very similar to Sand Trap, except it goes up the length of the sky. He still has to do close, medium, and far, and that'll actually pop them up. And what's super cool is the amplified version. Puts it on a timer. You can actually see the hourglass. There you go. And when that's up, Pillar comes out. So the idea here is put the hourglass out, then you do his other moves, and the opponent, if they dare to go in, that delayed thing is going to pop them up.
They're always worried that that's going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, so that is an awesome space control one. And the final one we gave him here is, his sand trap changes, and it's actually projectile immune when he's doing it. So you do the normal sand trap.
Oh, that's actually my different.
That's a different, what is the one in this then?
I honestly don't remember. This might be it for this loadout.
Is that 3 moves?
No, that was just 2.
Yeah, what are we forgetting?
I don't know. It's my first day.
Yeah, it's the first day on
It's
the
my
job,
first
Steve.
day, man.
All right, that's brutal.
Moving on. Moving on.
Can we edit that?
No, we're live. Do it live.
Okay,
Wait,
all
you're
right.
Fix it in post.
Wait, this is live?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Moving on.
All right, we have 5 seconds to think of it. What was it?
The one with the sand.
Yeah. What's the third sand move?
Moving on to
Time to
2.
turn
All right,
back time. We cannot turn back
Yeah,
time.
we cannot. I really wish I was Gearus right now.
Yeah, would be nice.
All right, so turn back time. This is only going to have one ability because it's a 3-slot ability because it is the coolest, most OD OP move in the history of fighting games. I love this move. He actually can bank the last 4 seconds and completely rewind time.
That's awesome.
So, here is the classic example. Let's say he screws
Isn't that
up
what
and he
Tracer
whips his
does
command
in
grab. And he's
Overwatch?
sitting there, oh no!
That's all
If
I'm
the
gonna
opponent
say.
goes to punish it, he can actually reverse time while he's in a hit reaction.
That's awesome.
Like if Sub-Zero is actually doing like 2-1-2 to him, he can rewind.
I would point out that if you watch in the left side there, this one is a little different than most moves. This actually takes 100% of his defensive stamina to do.
Yes,
That
that's
seems pretty powerful.
Yeah,
It's very
so
powerful.
You
but,
get
yeah.
access to literally the most game-changing move ever made, but there are a lot of caveats, and you're going to have to think about that. You cannot use any other ability if you use this. So, and there are some that are also 2 slots. So, if you want to play a very safe Gearist that's going to be super conservative, and you're going to use this to erase mistakes, you're giving up a lot to do it. But it is very, very strong, and I think that's one of the cool things about the variation system.
It's so awesome.
It's definitely one of the cooler moves, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Sadly, you can't get super meta and rewind yourself rewinding doing it to give your meter back.
That's true. You cannot do that.
Wow, you're thinking like 87 steps ahead.
That's pretty deep, I know.
While I think of it, let's check out his forward throw, because it's amazing.
Oh.
And let's check out his fatal blow, because its into is also extremely, extremely juicy.
You know, I don't think I believe Ken that he's just as fast as Steve.
It's my first day. Be nice.
All right, so
Okay,
his
they're
super
going on
into
to fatal blows, so
has
maybe we might
tons of range and
see
is super fast, and he actually sucks you in.
something
So
else
go for it.
besides just
I
bunch of
didn't
Garrus
even think that was
gameplay.
hitting it did.
My spacing.
I don't know.
I don't know if we can talk about that.
I've always said it.
Yeah. Thank you, Tyler. At least someone defends me.
All right, so let's go to loadout 3.
Steve would have been there already.
No.
Moving on.
Oh my god.
saying.
There's no dealing with you. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, yeah, that's the life we live.
So loadout 3, I decided to make a melee-based one. So the first thing I did is I actually replaced
Melee?
this command grab with a choke slam, which is a hit throw. Now, one thing about Gearus is he's not really like a combo master. He doesn't have a lot of pop-ups,
Melee.
but with this, he does. He can amplify it, and instead of throwing them on the spikes, he goes into the sand portal and then gets a full combo. So, while you're giving up your key way of opening people up, you instead get a massive combo string that you can use for
melee. Alright, this live stream is dry. This live stream is dry as hell. I'm about to quit right now and just start doing my throwaway stream. No cap. No fucking cap.
things, or just use it in the neutral. And so if you're not really normally when you do the sand trap, when he's going into the animation, you can hit him out. Like if Sub-Zero had done the freeze, he'll still get frozen. But with this version, he's
So
actually
dry,
projectile
it's
immune
drier
once he's
than
sinking in. So
Popeye's
it's great for
biscuits.
anti-zoning. And he
Shit's
does a
so
great
dry.
Kali chop, so that makes me super
The
happy.
chop is fantastic.
Yeah, the chop is tremendous. Look at the way their body goes. Like, just get out of here, like garbage. And then lastly, this gives him a souped up big punch. He's actually able to charge it. And the longer he charges it, the more damage it's going to do. And what's cool is it's actually stored. He can charge it up a couple of levels, let it go back to fighting, and the next time he uses it, it remembers how much it was charged. So he could kind of charge it up, make it do a lot more damage, not actually use it, go back to playing it, charge it up a little bit more, and then when he finally wants to cash in, boom. That was a lot of damage. So that's an even bigger fist.
Awesome.
So he's got a big fist and then a bigger fist.
So just like Kabal, it's how do you want to play? Do you want to just go in with forward 1 and charge up your big fist and cash in for big damage and get big combos with your choke slam?
Right.
Do you want to play the grappling style where you use the quicksand to like control their movement? Or do you want to make sure all your mistakes can rewind time and you use the rewind time move?
I make a lot of mistakes, so I'm just saying the rewind time makes me feel better inside.
My
Yeah.
favorite thing that he does is takes time off the match.
Yeah, well,
Like,
that's another thing too.
Yeah, there's moves we didn't even talk about, and that's a great example.
It's
He can
so dirty.
literally take 30 seconds off the clock.
Right.
Or the other way, he can actually add
Right.
30 seconds back onto the clock. So if Derek's trying to timer scam you, you can put the time back and say, I don't think so. We're good here.
Yeah, because Derek loves to sit back and turn.
Yeah, well,
I do.
That's
It's a
so how I
fantasy.
play.
It's
Yeah.
a fantasy.
So that's Gearus, everybody. Super cool. Again, a ton of other things you can put on him, which we haven't shown yet. Which will, as we keep going, getting closer to the game's launch, we'll definitely see a few more of those things. But they're
They're
just gonna show
done.
you bits and pieces right now because still
They're
really
done.
hyped about stuff that when they get the game, they're like, we never saw that. That's insane.
Just
and
the
that's
end of
awesome.
Combat
Can I
Cast,
just
or
say something
will we
about the
get
clock?
a sequel?
No,
No,
that's
we,
fine.
no, we, that's fine.
But we're going to talk after this.
Oh.
What we brought Ken on for, during some of the past streams we've done, we got a lot of people really interested and excited when we would have Steve here play against a former pro or play against someone who had, had some tournament experience to show matches at a higher level, and people really enjoyed that. So today, we've brought Ken and Steve here for a segment that I like to call Washed Up Warriors.
Ooh. I like it.
Toxic.
There it is. Washed Up Warriors.
Edgelord.
God, I'm edgy.
That's so good.
I
So
am
good.
edgy.
You look like you got a
Whoa,
rat
their
all
character
over you.
slots.
don't worry about
So we're gonna have them play a match. Who are you guys gonna go with today?
I'm gonna use Kabal.
Okay.
I'm actually going to play Sub-Zero. He's been just getting beat up all day, so
Right.
I figure, give him a little love.
I think so. While you guys are setting up, I want to just kind of talk a little bit about your tournament resumes.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm excited for that.
Steve, let's do a little talk here. How many Evo top 8s do you have?
3,
How many Evo top 16s do you have?
4.
In addition to
7?
the 8?
So
No.
is that a total 7, or is that included?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Four,
a.
period.
Okay.
What would you say is the biggest thing on your resume
He
you're
is-
proud of?
I am the 2011 SoCal Regionals champion.
Okay.
I also got top 8 at all 4 MLGs I entered. And
MLG?
I had a streak of
Isn't
getting
that
top
mad
8 at
old?
every MK9 tournament I entered for literally years.
Wow. Okay.
MLG's
That's
like
pretty impressive.
I was also
2000s.
widely considered to be
Why
the
is that
best
come-
Catwoman in the world, and the only reason Samij and Tweety have any credibility as the best Catwoman in Starfire is I chose to let them.
Wow. Okay, moving
Yikes.
on. I want to start this out, Ken. Ken, Galloping Guest Arcade,
you're washed
team
up.
member for many years. There's a tournament called Naptown Clutch.
That is true. That is a
He's
tournament.
been in
Great
the
tournament.
You went
Evo
to a lot
top
of
8.
tournaments.
Yeah, I've been
Really?
around.
But at Naptown Clutch, one I talk about
Alright.
a lot, you defeated
Yeah.
this man right here.
Right here. That
Sitting
did happen.
right beside me.
Uh-huh.
You
I thought they were actually gonna show us like. And coming out, we got Dragon, fucking Honeybee, anybody that is not washed up.
Ragged. He got received.
Where is
Excellent.
Rewind?
okay?
Ah.
That's a good point. How many
You
times
made
do I bring
Evil
this up?
top 8. Where's our
at
current
least twice.
Evil champion?
And still not salty?
Our current NRS champion.
I would like to point
We
out,
talking-
if I may, great resume. Great resume.
Sure.
I'm a few credits shy of any sort of mathematical degree, but I think the equation works out that because I beat him, I'm actually the best Catwoman player. And he's going to have to hold that.
Oh.
Oh, shit,
That is
bring
the
out
only grand
mathematics.
finals we ever met in outside of a local.
I,
This guy got the
I mean,
win.
I can't argue it, can I?
That's math.
It's simple math.
Yep.
That's math.
Check
The
it
So
out.
numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
I say we go to the match.
Yeah,
Remember,
talking
we'll
all
stop
this
talking
smack.
over
Y'all start
Any sort
fighting.
of intro. So
Get
let's
into
check
the
it out.
match and we'll
Washed Up
see who
Warriors,
wins.
Saucy Jack versus 16-bit.
Woo! Good lord.
I've never heard of this man before.
Very, very excited about this, guys.
Don't talk during the intro.
Don't talk from the intro. Yo, telling him what to do. Ooh, he doesn't have the mask. He doesn't have the mask. He don't got burn marks. Oh, I thought the mask gave him like powers.
good
or
advice.
Just, yeah, just giving advice. Hey,
And
pal.
if you noticed, we have subtitles on intros.
Right. Sonic Fox had tweeted that out. And we were like, hey, pal, they're there. You just got to turn them on.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Start with that
Opens them up.
overhead. Kind of drops it. A trade. Good jump.
Amplifies the slide.
You guys kind of have to talk while you're
Okay,
playing.
they're pretty
Alright,
okay.
Okay, we can do that.
I'm not good
I
at
mean,
that.
I'm not good at all. I don't know.
Well-
I don't play this game.
At the moment, trying to hit
I'm in
Steve,
Injustice to
with
play that
these,
Played
these
Batman.
slides. For people that don't know,
Spam
the
the
slide
crap
crushing
out.
blow can be activated after you've done 3 EXs.
I mean, I did
so
grapple
my game
combos,
plan is
but-
to make sure that I have that available, just in case I
Alright,
need
this
that at any
Sub-Zero
point. And I've
is
already hit
really
him with 2, so now
lacking
Steve has
in
to think
neutral.
about this the entire time.
He's
Is
lacking
that
in his
slide crushing
combos.
blow gonna come out
He
and
got a
bite
few
him?
hits
So
and then
two
he
fatal
just
blows are
dropped
available
it.
right
There it
now.
is.
Oh, there it
There's
is.
a punish.
Hey, Steve, it seemed like you're kind of throwing the amplified saw
He
blades
was
whenever you
talking
want.
all this smack.
Yeah, I mean, the
he's
intention
getting
of the
bodied.
stamina meter is not that it's
Playing
super,
his favorite
super limited.
character.
It does recharge at a fixed rate, and it's pretty fast. Like, the idea here is that we don't want you to just never be able to do it. So yeah, I'm pretty liberal with how I use it.
How many top 8s have
personally how I
you
play it.
gotten
I
in
think
Evo?
it makes a lot of sense with
Just
how it
4.
works.
It's
Goes for the low grab.
no, it's not
And
the
the reward
big.
is just so good. That
No,
why
big,
would I take it?
I'm taking it.
Body,
Oh, that's
yeah,
damn
big.
big.
Damn, all that damage.
Now, keep in mind, Sub-Zero does not have his his fatal blow available anymore.
Right. I decided to end the round with it, so I've now left myself naked on that stuff. When it comes to fatal blow time, if I'm down
Bro,
again,
why
I'm
is
in
he
a lot
actually
of trouble. I'm
bodying
not going
this
to have it available.
this
Whereas he
Evo
has
top
his,
8?
and I now have to think about
This
that.
consecutive Evo top 8
Any
warrior.
moment.
Yep.
Goes into the low grab. Pushing him back. Probably going to go back to the saw blades. Yep.
You've been in
Big
4
trade.
Evo top 8s, you said?
now,
And what's
as
happening?
Steve
Just
alluded-
staying back,
yeah,
waiting
as-
for him to mistake.
As he alluded to earlier, I now have to be very careful on when I do anything.
Oh!
There it is. Oh, he just throws it out all willy-nilly like that.
Now it will come back.
It will come back, yes.
Injustice
About 6 seconds,
3.
So it's a while.
It
But
is
it
back
will-
now.
Injustice 3.
Ken rolls back.
Steve's waiting for his moment to come in.
Ooh, throwing it. Oh,
Oh,
there
there
it
it
is.
Wait, copyright, huh?
Caught him.
Oh, you're so fast. Help me.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, you did.
So
Copyright.
now
what?
we are into the final round,
And
and
we
there
both
are
used
no
our-
fatal blows.
I
available.
gotta end this stream.
So the last 30 seconds meta is drastically different. It's honest now.
Honest pussies.
Honestly,
think I'm
like,
far
in a situation
behind.
like this, like
I think the chat
you
is
think
way,
you're going to lose the round and they're going to use their fatal blow in this situation, especially
Way,
with
way,
Kabal, the way
way
it goes
in
into
front of me.
Maybe baiting it out for the second round is a good idea.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Damn, that grab.
Going back to his zone. And
Oh, what?
Oh,
It's always
he gets
good.
it.
No more crushing blow available on the slide.
Right, I've already used it, which I then lost that round, so that ended up being a huge mistake tactically. And that is when you have to decide when to use it. Oh,
Now you
yeah.
notice
We're
I
just straight in
amplified that
here.
interactable to get armor.
Sub-Zero while
Oh, right.
losing.
It's in the corner.
Oh, I'm in a lot of
boy.
trouble.
It's gonna be good damage.
Do a combo.
Oh, he gets
That,
it right.
that is punishable.
Drops it.
That's gonna be
oh
it.
my god. You
Oh,
are
air escape.
god. Oh,
Breakaway.
Breakaway.
Oh! Burke back there sat up in his chair. He's like, what?
Alright.
Breakaway puts you in an
Yo!
armored state and you flip out of the
His
combo,
eyeball
but
fly
you
up.
do still take damage. And the key thing to keep in mind is, because it takes so much
And
damage,
he just stands
you
there.
don't have access to your wake-up attack.
Right.
So Ken
Alright,
survived
Kabal's
the combo,
fatality is
but
pretty-
he was put in a very, very
pretty
difficult
gruesome.
situation to recover from.
Yep, which is why sometimes you don't have to sell it for the slide. It is Sub-Zero, is it not?
Yeah.
They
one
always
more.
show
Let's do one
keynote
more.
gameplay. You already revealed him.
That was a good one.
This is the same nightclub stage? Or bar? Same bar stage? Can we go to a different place? What was that military base that?
That's very positive.
That I
Let's
saw.
go for it.
I like
He's
that.
a real
I like that.
progressive.
Wasn't there like a military
props.
base in this game? That's like a stage.
Amplifies the throw.
And again, just trying to get myself into a position where I have the KB available if I want to use it.
Oh, just throwing out jump kicks.
I saw a real quick question on Twitter about the 30-second timer thing. You can't just end a round.
No.
No, you cannot. Also, a note on the interacts, as people can probably see right
Yeah, I
now.
never
used
saw
2
the
in a
pros
row,
mess
and
around with the
Sub-Zero,
interact.
no
It was like
defensive
jump
stamina
off of
because those
mattresses
interacts.
and stuff.
So I now can't wake up and I
I'm
put
too
myself in a
good a
position
neutral to
where
be doing
Kabal
that.
can just do what he wants to me. Also, for those that haven't seen a lot
chip-
of the sub
the chip
he's
was
got
low
these
on
really
that
cool
attack.
projectiles that I keep using a lot that look really awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the new zoning Sub-Zero. Those are the ones that I use.
That's pretty good
Yeah,
though.
so
I like
Sub-Zero
low
never
chip.
being known
Like, I
as
remember
really a
Injustice
zone
2 you get chipped out.
Oh.
To see that. I would say my fatal blow. Oh, he
Fatal
used it.
blows. Oh.
So that round did not turn out well for Sub-Zero.
It did not. And as you saw, Super Move's armor is not instant. I did try to super in a gap in a string, and I was stuck. Poor
Yeah.
Sub-Zero.
It
Ball
does
is
take a
too
few
fast.
frames.
Damn. Bro, we need ketchup and mustard to play this
Now,
character.
if it was stuffed, does he get it back?
Yes.
Okay.
You
It
only
has to
I
go
just
into the animation.
recently subscribed
Yep,
to them,
it has to
saw
go
all
into the
their
actual
characters
animation.
from the latest
Same with
build of this
whips
game.
or if it's blocked.
Gotcha.
But it is a pretty long cool.
And now I'm
Sub-Zero with these long
addicted
legs.
to those videos now. It's like, I want to see this
Now,
Kabal
there was a
video,
decision where
if
I
they
did not
get
want
access to
use
this
crushing
character.
blow because I didn't feel like it was time.
You're in a lot of trouble.
Oh, I am. Oh, now I'm really in trouble.
Oh!
Oh! Steve's tried to get a little
Damn.
swaggy.
Alright, Sub-Zero
Oh,
never had that.
That did not turn out well.
Critical disaster. Never go full Derek, Steve.
Yeah,
Never
totally
go
went
full
down.
Derek.
Is it going to kill though?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Never go full Derek.
Steve, how you feeling right now about that decision you made?
It's fun. I still have a round.
All right.
You have a crushing blow as well, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Low grab, pushing him back. Oh.
I'm using it.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Shaggy time. Shaggy's not being revealed. Let me check Twitter. This shit. Buffers. Buffers.
Gamble emo. Nah, I'm with
Nah,
the
Now it's looking good. Now it's looking good for Team Sub-Zero. Oh, and then I immediately eat a projectile. Maybe it's not looking good for Team Sub-Zero. I might have like, oh my goodness. I missed the punch.
You see his overhead there, I was actually able to punish it. So Sub-Zero has a great long-range overhead. It is good, but he was dead for going for it.
Oh!
And that time the
That's
armor
gonna
did
do
show
it.
up. I think this might be it.
I think it's it.
I might be in a world of hurt. Send help.
Yep, you did.
Oh, I should have brought my Naptown Clutch trophy to make me feel better.
Wait,
Oh no, you're still alive!
Oh, you've got life. You got life.
No, I'm in the
Oh!
That was awesome.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Can we clip that and everybody tweet it to 16-bit, please?
Wow, it's 1-1.
We're ending the tie.
Wow.
We're a lot more, we have a few more things to talk about. We're going to end the tie today. Kenny will be back. We'll definitely have Dizzy, another former tournament player, come up at some point too.
Yeah, I need Sub-Zero to
That was
cool
awesome.
me down. I'm a little. Oh.
That was awesome.
Steve, that ending, how you feeling?
I'm now sicker.
Would you say that was a perfect example that we really are washed up
Yeah,
warriors?
it's brutal.
That was awesome. That's the most fun I've had watching you play a match in my entire life.
Well, it's because you're usually playing.
No, I'm like even on stream.
Oh, I got
We got some questions to answer. So
Oh,
we
questions.
are going to do a little Q&A section. We had a lot of questions from our Discord, from Twitter, from all sorts of places. Now here's the deal. We got a lot of questions. We got hundreds
Shaggy?
of questions. A couple rules that I've always told you guys you'll never listen. It's okay. I've learned. We're not going to talk about new characters coming out. That's one thing we won't be talking about. No, not on question and answer. There's a lot of questions you guys are asking that are great questions, but they have to do with things that maybe we haven't talked about yet, or things like that. So we're not answering a ton of questions today, so we probably get to your questions and you'll be upset about it, but there's certain things we're just not talking about. We have a couple, though, so let's start with question number 1. Big question. Very excited. From at everyone, pretty
Yeah,
much
it-
asked
yeah.
us this. Will Shaggy be in Mortal Kombat 11? Now listen. Every time a petition is put on the internet about video games,
Yo!
everybody who works in video games,
They're gonna turn it down.
We take it seriously. It is a serious
We
thing.
have a room in this building called the petition room where everyone from the studio
Shaggy?
comes in,
Yo!
wondering what to do next.
Right.
Into the petition room to see what we can do.
Yeah,
Right?
and this has been a tough one.
What?
What I said was not true. Shaggy will not be in the game at all, ever. Sorry. Dead meme.
Is it
Did I
bad?
dead meme it?
Yeah.
The meme is dead. No Shaggy in Mortal Kombat 11. That is the
Damn!
first
They shut that
official
shit down real quick.
confirmation
How would you spell that deconfirmation?
with a K in the
Oh,
middle.
ooh.
They shut
So,
it down
the
real
mystery
quick.
man
Oh
will
my
not be
god,
in
yo!
No, none of this will be happening.
Does Scooby still have a chance?
Nobody has a chance.
Velma?
Nope. It's Velma.
Velma? Sorry.
Oh, Terry.
Oh,
Yo, they shut
question
Shaggy
2.
down real quick.
When's the next combat cast?
They
I'll
shut
handle this
Shaggy
one.
down so quick,
I
yo!
don't want to give everybody like a full schedule yet of when we're doing.
They shut Shaggy down so quick. He said, "No, the meme is dead. Chill, chill. He not being in this game. Y'all can shut the fuck." Yo. They shut Shaggy down so quick, yo. They shut Shaggy
They
down
won't be
so
every
quick.
week. We want to try to do them a lot, but that.
Oh my god.
All right. Question number 3. Let's give this one to Kenneth
Holy
Morris, Willow
fuck.
Towers with character endings.
I have a great answer for you. As everyone knows, this is a staple throughout
Yo,
time, and I'm not going to
I-
let you answer it actually.
forget
just
this
proved
combat
you're a liar.
cast.
So yes, we will have
Latest
tower endings
news:
coming back.
man dies after
You will get to
vape
maybe
pen
see
exploded
canon,
in
maybe
his
non-canon,
face.
some way see what
That
may or
is
may
a
not happen to our
big-
favorite characters. Those
Awesome.
are returning.
YIKE.
Mr. Burke, next question, please.
Yikes.
Oh, Steve.
That can happen?
First off, Juicebox, that's awesome that he's gonna try out the game.
That can actually happen?
They do not
happen?
infringe the game.
It can explode
They
in
have
your
recovery
face?
after they're over, so if you bait it out and you back off, you can punish it. But they
Vape
are
pens can explode in your
vulnerable
what?
to throws.
Yeah, so the question
That's
is, wake up
crazy.
rolls have frames that can be hit, or can you only throw?
You can only throw.
And that's the cool thing. 'Cause we've had some matches where like you don't know if they're going to wake up, you don't know if they're just going to stand up. But like, yeah, the paper rock scissors of it is a throw will stop the
Yeah.
roll.
Throw, you cannot go wrong.
and knock them
Malfunctioning
right
vape
back into the
pens, that shit's
Yep.
crazy.
And then they will have 50% less of their stamina.
Right. Next
the
question,
hell?
sir. Let's give this Zero Signal from on our Discord channel. You can go to our Discord channel. I believe there's a link on our Reddit page as well, which you should also be signing up for. Also, while you're
you
here,
should sign up for it.
I don't do Reddit.
I guess signing
Ed
up.
Boon just tweeted. Ed Boon
Hit,
just
you know,
tweeted.
follow our channel so you know when NetherRealm's going to
Her.
go live. Derek, you
Her.
ready for this?
tweeted a minute
how do we
ago.
acquire gear? you acquire
Melina,
gear by
Jade?
playing the game.
Yep.
So Towers of Time, you're going to be unlocking gear all the time.
It's
Through
either
story mode,
Melina
multiple
or
places,
Jade.
you're going to be unlocking.
Wasn't
gear.
Melina in the
probably
last
places
game?
that we
Isn't it
haven't
gonna be
discussed
like?
Oh
she's
yeah,
gonna be
lots
in?
of modes we have not yet.
So
discussed.
lots of places
A
to
lot
get
of
the
people
sweet
like
gear that you've
Melina,
been
I
seeing on
guess.
these streams and on streams, pardon, and on the internet.
Yep.
So, next question. Is that the last
That's
question?
it. Woo!
I have one that's not on the list. This is a big one.
You going off script?
I'm
This
going
a
off
big one?
script, guys.
Scary.
I'm going to do it
We got
live.
a Wildcat. We got a Wildcat.
People are asking about
Spawn?
region lock.
Oh,
Is this game region
Never
lock?
mind.
It is
What?
not.
Nobody's asking about that. I
So
mean,
there's
I'm
your
not.
answer to that.
The world applauds.
I can hear it. I can hear the shape of the world. Cool. Okay, so of course, as we're coming to the end of stream number 1, I've had a great time with everybody. Real quick. There's still some more stuff to do. I want to talk about a few things real quickly. I want to talk about Mortal Kombat X Mobile,
What?
which is now changing the name to Mortal Kombat Mobile. And here, right here on the screen, you can see right now that's where you can follow Mortal Kombat Mobile, and on both Facebook and on Twitter. 3 characters are going to be coming to the mobile game from Mortal Kombat 11. One of those is Scorpion that we have already revealed. Let's show a quick video of him real quickly.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So Fata blows
All
it.
right, that is Scorpion. There's a
Can
longer.
I stop you? Can I stop you?
Yeah, please,
I have
please.
a huge confession to make.
Go ahead.
So at the end of Injustice 2, I really got into the Injustice 2 mobile game.
Sure.
I never thought I would be a mobile game player, and I was having a ton of fun with it. I'm actually like 30 out of 10 hype for
Awesome.
the new Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat.
he looks
mobile
really,
game.
he looks really cool.
That's my
Yeah.
confession. It looks awesome. I'm very hyped.
So we are going to be going to. We'll be having a longer version on some of our social channels later today at some point, so you can watch that. So definitely coming to the game. 2 other characters are coming. We'll have an update when it is ready, and we'll definitely be doing a stream about the mobile game as well.
Awesome.
From this amazing stream room we have built. So
Yep.
awesome. Here's the deal.
Uh-oh.
Every year, every game, there's a belt battle.
Yes.
It was the Lantern, and guess what it is now? The belt is back.
I'm
y'all.
pretty sure I'm like the owner of the belt.
I actually watched the last stream. It was me.
You gonna take that? Are
what
you
the
gonna take
hell
that?
is this?
I was actually the last winner of the belt.
Bodied. You
Right
got
up.
bodied.
The pit? Yo, they bring the pit back? They should. Finish him. Just do like a downwards uppercut. Shaggy D confirmed. Everybody, please stop
Be
talking
totally
about
honest.
it.
Yeah.
We've been very busy. You making the game, me
Yeah.
traveling to talk about the game. So our skills, they're never great.
Nope.
They are at probably 60% of what they hope to be at some point.
How much percent?
40%
Yeah.
is what I say.
Yeah, buddy. I know how to do jump attacks.
So we would, yeah.
All right.
Well, you've always done that.
Right.
So we'll
You're
be having
halfway
a
through.
best of 3 between each other to see who gets the inaugural Combat Cast 1 from Mortal Kombat 11
Yes.
belt.
But first,
Oh, man.
Tyler's favorite part, birthday shoutouts. So, happy birthday to Rachel Brown, Brian LeBaron, Nick DeCastro, and my beautiful wife, Candace.
Bert, can we get the close cam real quick? Okay, I'm good. Thank you. Great. We're now going to move into the belt
I'm a
battle.
slow
right.
typer. Don't make
So,
fun
the
of me.
first match with characters that we know.
Oh.
And then after this first match, we're going to introduce something new.
I'm very
Something
excited.
that helps Tyler win is
Not
what
true.
I like to call
Not
it.
true.
Okay.
There is a thing that we have created. It is called the Wheel of Chaos.
Turn.
It is a wheel that will randomly give different things that we have to do during the match, during the belt battles. We're going to play a regular match first, and then we're going to let the Wheel of Chaos choose our destiny.
Okay, I'm in.
Shall we?
Let's do it, sir.
I will be playing Sonya Blade.
I will be playing Scarlet.
Now, Tyler, you've been practicing the Sonya.
Little bit.
It's interesting. When you first started playing, you gravitated toward Baraka and Geras, but you actually fell into Sonya. Tell us why.
She has some cool like 2-player anime, like stuff where I like get to do throws and like not command grabby so much, but like kind of grab.
life-sucking harpies aren't my thing. I appreciate your blood's fire.
Damn!
Oh, I don't even want. No.
Yeah, Sonya, I wouldn't call a grappler by any
Yeah,
means.
no.
She has a lot of grapple moves. Like, her archetype's not a grappler, but she is absolutely filled with those two-player animations that are super, super cool. I also really like her in this game.
On the other hand, I'm very excited that this match started with Tyler. Oh, that was a meaty amount of damage. Tyler shooting onion rings and Derek immediately teleporting. Very excited to see that this is going well.
Oh, so you can see amplified it. Forget the armor. Armor is actually not plentiful in this game. Most characters don't have armor at all, except on their fatal blows.
Oh,
which
there it is.
speaking of
fatal blows,
Derek with no thought involved in whether he should use it or not.
And this
just-
actually, yeah, this is.
I thought my life is down. I need to hit.
It makes sense, but it's a huge risk this early in the match.
That's me.
Especially when you have already had a huge disadvantage. Oh, now zoning back. I like what we're seeing here.
Oh!
Oh, all right.
Yes,
worked out
me!
for
Way to
Derek.
go, me!
And it paid off. But remember, now Derek will not have access to that. I don't know what he's going to do in an emergency.
I don't
for
know
the
what
next
I'm
two
going to do,
rounds.
period.
Still do the shoulder button, and nothing comes out. Now you can see Sonya there used her flying kick ability move, which is actually, I really appreciate that reference to MK Deadly Alliance when she had the fly kick.
Come on, buddy.
It's also great because it kind of
You gonna
functions
jump at
like
me
the old
again?
square wave. That's one of the moves I use on my Sonya loadout. And if she meter burns it, it goes into a throw, which looks really cool. It's like the Izuna drop.
Oh, and look at this.
And Tyler really hasn't done back one at all.
Well, he did it once, got blown up by a down two, and said, "I'm never doing this again." See, and there it is again. Derek has now figured out the formula.
The hell game explain what
Tyler is just absolutely going crazy with
around.
fly kick.
Derek was builders
Tyler getting back to the zoning game.
out in Japan.
Oh,
man,
man.
Oh, no!
Now Sonya's getting
these
her
are
off
bad
his guard.
choices I
He's
made.
got the
These are
combo.
bad
Also,
choices
he has
I made.
fatal blow.
He has fatal blow.
Yeah, just die!
Tyler could easily make this comeback. He goes for the leg grab. No
No.
punish.
Oh!
No amplify on the leg grab.
shoot.
Derek,
Why would I do this to myself?
Derek worked himself into a problem, and look what happened. Massive comeback by Tyler. Nice job.
Thank you, brother.
Yep.
Now Tyler is sitting next to that bird feeder.
Not anymore. He wanted to fly away like a bird.
All right, good punish.
A punish.
Scarlet's overhead has tremendous range, but actually is full punishable if you have a long range move. Excellent. Tyler mashing out of that restand. The restand is actually not like a big long stagger.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it says Tyler sucks. Yeah. Mine says default because I forgot to name it.
All right, this is actually getting down to the wire here. They have very
Neither
similar
are going to
health.
have fatal blow, so this is
I did.
gonna
Mine
be...
didn't hit. Mine didn't hit.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's correct. That's a huge win for you guys.
Bet you Derek knows he had his now.
Oh.
Big throw. That's
Go throw count.
Here we go. Oh.
Now fatal blow is available. Let's see if Tyler can get in and use it. Oh, the slowness of that ball is making a high jump over.
Good match. Good match. That was a great match.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's fair, but you did win the first match. I made some mistakes. I was playing better earlier today, like I usually do. That will change, though. Don't worry. I'm not worried.
I learned Scarlet 15 minutes before the stream.
See, it looked like it. Can we please, Matthew Burke,
Yeah.
It did.
spin the wheel of chaos?
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Wheel of Chaos. Turn, turn, turn.
I'm just gonna pick one.
Ooh, we must have a new budget.
No blocking.
I don't do that anyway!
No blocking.
So what happens if you get caught blocking?
Replay the last match then.
Right. Yeah. So I blocked some mix-ups. Thank you very much. Well, if you do know they're mix-ups. So what is the rule about no blocking? If you're caught blocking, you take an uppercut from the other person.
Yep.
A free
like it.
uppercut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Great news. Great
Derek,
news. Yeah.
do you know where the block button
Do I have to be the same character?
Choose who you want to play. We'd like to move on, like to make the stream move faster, sure, but we can definitely go back into character select.
Okay, great.
Am I right?
Looks like he's going to go to Scorpion.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Oh,
this
that's
is
definitely
Derek
a problem.
actually low-key loves MKX Scorpion.
Well, that's actually a problem too because he teleports a lot. And I can't block.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the plan, folks.
Derek just counterpicked the wheel of chaos.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Winners shouldn't be able to choose their new character, but I let him.
All right,
so this battle might not count.
What the hell is
That's
this?
a good point.
Wait,
Oh, there is some chicanery going on.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until, because Ed Boone just tweeted her. I hope he really didn't troll us to stay at this live stream. Like I bet like he trolled us. He's like her.
Ronald Reagan.
He just
yeah.
tweeted her, and it's like
Derek
her.
immediately
What does her refer
I
to?
had
I
not
guess we
seen
gotta
that.
stay. We gotta stay at this seemingly boring screen
Describe to the audience how this is any different.
to find out who her is, and then it's not anybody. He just typed her, put it on Twitter to bait us.
Now, keep in mind that
Like,
means he
whoever
can't
her
block
is is not gonna be revealed
also means
during this stream.
That, remember,
So
you
we're
cannot
here
just
for
wake
nothing.
up-
No, I was gonna do mine.
You cannot wake up with a special move. So Derek, if he gets knocked down, can't
Right.
just do wake up teleport.
He can't block jump-ins. I'm impressed that you two haven't screwed up and accidentally blocked.
Yeah,
Me too.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I would eat 4 free uppercuts. Oh, good, full combo.
Look at this.
This is crap.
Look
Chooses
at
not
this.
to amplify for the extra damage, saving it.
Oh, big anti-air. God, Derek is just getting steamrolled.
Yeah, this is not.
I'm
looking good.
confused.
Oh,
what to do?
send
I'm
help.
okay. I'm
I
okay
need
to take it.
I
That
need to
might
take a
have
minute.
been
Yeah.
the poorest choice of a fatal blow.
Like I wanted you to do that.
Yeah, that
All right, guys.
Oh,
that
everybody's
was-
Team Tyler. Real cool.
No,
brutal.
come on.
chainsaw's in play.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's good. I need to get back to where I was.
Probably
Yeah, I think
Jade.
you
I've
actually
seen where
got
people
too excited
actually
and then
prefer
I started-
Jade and
Not
not a
Jade,
Jade
yeah.
and
Not
Melina.
amplifying.
Oh,
Alright.
man.
That was absolutely decisive.
Yeah, that was Oh,
no.
Turnabout.
This is just rude. This is rude. All right, so do we go back to the Wheel of Chaos? Or?
We go back to the Wheel of Chaos.
Crap.
For the belt. Back to the Wheel of Chaos.
Well,
You got it, buddy. You got
Disrespect. The disrespect on this fucking live stream buffer. Bruh. See it. Max? Wait,
I love
is he reacting
Sub-Zero,
to this or is he
known
playing?
contract
Okay, he's
killer,
reacting.
lecturing someone about civility.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, like Joe's reacting to
we
it.
can block again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so
Oh, there you go.
let's see how familiar. I think everyone's familiar with Sub-Zero, right? Like he's a
Yeah, I'm
character
just gonna
that
do this to Tyler.
I'm
You
in
know-
a ton of trouble. I almost said shit ton of trouble. but I didn't.
Well, you did there after.
Thank God you didn't.
Oh, convert.
Oh, we have combos. Look
Yeah,
at
look
this.
at this. Yep.
The
Derek's
combo.
learning strings on the fly. This is going very well.
Now, will Tyler use his fatal blow? Because you know he wants to.
Oh, yeah. He was using it until you said that.
Yeah.
It was coming out immediately.
All right, there we go. I was about to say the Spark can actually outzone Sub-Zero.
Oh, that's gonna do
Oh,
me.
wow, that-
Big
But
ol'
I didn't
chunk.
mean to do that, but I did.
At
Might
least
have-
he used it.
Yeah.
Right.
Might be attacked glare.
I don't remember his moves very well. That's on me. Yeah, it's true.
Tyler doing the MK2 jump kick. I love it. That big drop kick.
Nice mashing on that throw tech.
Shades of Randy Orton.
Oh man, big bite.
Oh, took a bite out of crime like McGruff the crime dog.
Derek now wishing he had that crushing blow. But here we go.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Derek's-
Sub-Zero
this
is
guy's
absolutely
stupid.
dangerous in the corner here.
Derek's got him in the corner.
I'll take him out.
Just
I'm
toss
friendly.
him right out.
This
there.
guy's stupid.
Fatal blow in play.
Where's
Yeah.
Kabal? They just showed him.
Damn it, Tyler.
Baraka's fatal blow is actually a super fast overhead.
This is true.
So you really got to look out for it. But Tyler's in a lot of trouble right now. He really needs to hit that fatal blow.
Oh!
Huge opportunity.
Crap! I'm gonna have enough health.
This
He's
is
gonna have
gonna
enough
be
help,
good.
but we are now. He's tied it up.
It is.
It's
Super close.
yeah. It's gonna be really close.
Cruddy dud dud.
Everyone's
Let's see if
sweating.
Blade Spark can finish this off. Doesn't go for the mid.
No, 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 no,
It's a
no!
mid. You can't slide under that.
Thank you, Steve.
We were going to the last round here.
But a note, there is a fatal blow still in play. Not for Baraka, however.
I
Okay.
think Tyler really needs to use the amplified Blade Spark. No wake up attack. Going for uppercuts. Tyler's
Hope
playing
this
Rock
game
like
doesn't
it's
have like
too.
competitive combos.
But it's
Like,
fine.
I want to
Room
mix
in the
up my
corner.
playstyle.
Now,
Oh, excellent.
we
Goes to
knew
the
a
low.
Yep.
Oh, whoa! 2 uppercuts. No punish!
No punish. Oh god, it's falling apart.
They're both panicking.
Yep, absolutely.
Big
Ooh,
whiff.
okay.
I don't want this to be
Bye.
just another Mortal Kombat X.
Mace
It's
is
like
play, Mace the
literally
Dark Age.
one person who's
Oh, no.
literally
jumping versus
one
jumping.
person
Oh, Mace
who's
whiffs.
Mace whiff.
taking control of the game.
No!
Okay.
Stop it!
Derek's
Blade
just
spark.
eating
Like
every
crushing
blade
blow.
spark.
Derek, you know he wants to do this crushing blow. He doesn't.
I do want to do the
Fatal
crushing blow. I don't want
Fatal
to die.
blow. It's fatal blow.
Whatever.
Diversity
No, I have a
leads
champion.
to-
We have an inaugural champion.
Oh no, Derek.
Hit 2, hit 2.
Oh, two.
Up close, up close, up close.
Oh well.
Oh my god.
I feel like he just shouldn't get the belt after that.
Right.
After that
We
disaster.
have an
After
inaugural.
what? After we both
champion.
were terrible?
Yeah, no, it was bad.
No, I meant the fatality.
Oh, you're right. I didn't mean the fatality.
It was horrible.
If you think about it,
all
you
right.
ended
Hold on.
MKX as champion, you're still champion. It was like one long 2-year reign where you didn't defend it, like
Right.
Brock Lesnar.
Molina,
Can we get a quick
Jade, whoever
soul
her
cam real quick?
is.
This shit again.
Screenshot and can you please tweet that to Derek? There we go. Give me a
That's
second. Give you 2 poses. All right, we're good.
Very impressive.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's I'm a real talent at the game. Mm-hmm. We all saw
Did
it.
you prepare a speech for this moment?
I'm going to prepare that speech for next time when I win. Guys, that's the stream for the day. Very excited to have our first stream for you. Couple technical hiccups that we'll work out for the next stream, but we're super excited to have this room. A couple things I want to say before we go. Today on Xbox, Inside Xbox, on mixer.com/Xbox, there'll be an interview that was done with Ed at the reveal event.
Ew,
and
Mixer.
Turns out
Ew,
we're revealing a
Xbox.
character on that.
Ew.
Another one?
So you might want to find that and see who it is. Pretty excited. I'm not going to tell you. You should
Wait,
watch
what?
the video. If
And
you're
when is
on.
that?
Super excited.
When is
Yep.
it?
It's today.
At what time?
I
Wait,
don't
what?
know
What?
exact time, but it's today, probably
What?
right away.
What?
You
What?
should
What?
watch
What?
it.
What?
I'm gonna watch.
What?
I wanna watch.
Watch for it. Look online for the
What?
exact time. Couple things. Special thanks. I want to give a special thanks to the IT
What did you just
department
say?
at Nether Home Studios. Without them, the stream room as we have it, everything we have done
Shao Kahn?
could not have been done. The stuff that they were able to do to make
What?
this room
What?
work the way
What?
it does
What?
is
What?
awesome. It makes me feel incredible.
Well,
to
no,
work
no,
with
no,
such
no, no,
talented
no, no,
people.
no,
We
no,
give big
no,
thanks
no,
to
no,
the
no,
IT
no,
team
no,
here.
no, no, no,
I want to
no,
give thanks
no,
to
no,
Bruno,
no, no.
Rigo, Brian, everybody down in the marketing department who helped us get our trailers together,
What?
all the images together, everything for the stream. Also, big time important, just
Also,
everybody
Mixer?
else at the studio. Like everyone who makes this game on a day-to-day basis. We couldn't do this, we couldn't show this amazing game without the artwork and the hard work you guys have put in, and it makes my heart happy to know that we're able to do that, and we hope we did you proud today with the first Kombat Cast. Thank you for every single thing you do. Yeah, Matt Burke, thanks a lot.
Anytime, Tyler.
Awesome. Let's get one more Burke cam.
J, Melina.
Awesome.
People are actually
Focus.
jaded.
We'll
on
have,
me.
we'll
So
have
bad.
a mic for Burke next week.
It's
I know
like
he's a little
Shaggy
quiet.
died, so
Couple
it's
things to
like,
clean up.
well,
We're really
who's the
happy
next
about how things
character?
went today. We'll see you next Thursday
Melina.
at 3 o'clock Central for the debut of
Chad, go on
character.
Xbox there and out soon.
Sounds
Another
good.
character.
It's gonna be good. Thank you so much. This has been the first Kombat Cast for Mortal Kombat 11. We'll see you later.
Fuck this stream. Hold on. Alright, hold on, guys. Alright. Get rid of that. I'm about to go on Xbox. Stay alive right now. Xbox in 2019. Lol. Let me see. Bruh. Where the fuck is it? Like, Mixer? Mixer? I have a Mixer account. I made one just to... search. Start watching. Games. Mortal Kombat. Watch. Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic. I'll let you know when I find something.
Xbox really means mobile. So in the spirit of that, of evolving from Microsoft Studios to Xbox Game Studios.
Well, there it is. You can see the new logo right there on the screen with some of our games in the background there. So that's great
Guys,
news.
I
What
found it.
exactly is in a name?
I found
So,
it. I think it's this.
The word studios can mean some different things to
Yeah.
different people. Maybe it's a music studio, a
this?
TV studio. You know, we're lucky to have some big franchises like Halo and Minecraft that can support things like TV shows and movies. But really, our DNA, our roots go back to making games and having creative teams focused on making games. That's why it was really important that we get the word game in there. So Xbox Game Studios was important for us.
What does the change mean for you? What does it represent?
For me, I think it really reflects over the last year work that we've done to double down on our creative teams to really make sure that they feel supported to deliver great games. There's a lot of things that we're doing in Xbox right now, but really being successful on those things means starting with good games. And
Now, it doesn't really change the mission of the teams at all. It doesn't really change anything for them, right?
no, this is just a change of the name, and it's just really more to get the name in sync with what we're doing in the studio.
Now, you have been in this role, the head of studios, for about a year now, right? So
Yeah.
congratulations on your
Yeah,
year
thanks.
anniversary. Tell us a little bit about, you know, what you've been up to. I know you've been out to visit some of the studios, right?
Yeah, well, when you and I talked last, the ink was maybe just barely dry.
If
some of the
that.
acquisitions.
Yeah.
So we're glad to have that all wrapped up, to have those signed and closed.
Mm-hmm.
And this week we're actually getting together with all 13
They're
of the
gonna
studio
reveal a
heads
brand new
to start
character
working on some of the things about
on
sharing
this live
technology
stream, on this
between the
Xbox live
studios,
stream.
letting them get to know each other, share best practices,
Xbox.
and talk about some
Whoa.
of the stuff that we're going to be doing in the future.
Now, you talked about games. Everyone cares about games. When are we going to get a glimpse at some of their hard work?
Yeah, so as you know, with these studios, some of the work is really focused on the future, things that we're going to do new together,
Right.
but also some of the studios had projects that were in the works when we acquired them, and those will be coming out pretty soon. So we'll be excited to share some news about what we're up to coming up in
Devora?
the next few months and at E3.
What?
Ooh, E3. There you go. Matt, great to see you. Come back anytime.
Great, thanks.
All right, next, let's talk Halo. We don't have a game announcement. Oh, no, don't move yet. You stand right
sorry.
there. We're not letting you go yet.
I get excited.
Okay, don't talk. We're going to talk about that
What?
in just a minute. It's not a game announcement, so it's safe to
They
stay.
announced
Step away
Devora?
from Reddit. Soak up the news about a new
Hold
live
the fuck up.
Halo event
Guys, hold on.
coming to a city near you.
I'm getting on Twitter. Yo! Yo! That's her? No, Melina. No, Melina. What? No, Melina. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo! I mean, she's not a bad character. But it's like Devora. Devora. Bro, are you dead ass? People have been asking for Melina. Jade. You give us Devora.
Okay, so that is absolutely unique. A real-world traveling Halo outpost and 343 Studio Head Transmedia,
What the
yes.
fuck?
Yeah.
Kiki Wolfkill is here to tell us what in the world we just saw. So
Devora.
Give me the elevator pitch. I gotta say, well, let me just preface this. I'm the kid that was always first in line for all of these events. This looks crazy, different, unique. Tell me what I need to know.
So this
Let me
is kind
see
of the pinnacle of all
reactions.
those events. So we
Anyways.
really, so it's a touring fan
Anyways.
experience, and the idea is really
Damn,
to
who
take.
the fuck
There's so many
asked for
different
her?
parts of Halo.
That's what somebody
right? There's the
said.
stories and the characters and the
Why she look
gameplay
like
and the
Travis
cosplayers and the
Scott?
community. So how do we bring all of those things together under one roof and bring it to our fans? And I think that's the difference that we learned with the E3 HoloLens thing in 2015 was super cool, and Halo Fest in 2011, our own museum at 343, even the Boomco Arena we did at Kombat. Like, these are all things where
people don't like
people
Devore.
came
People
together
do
and
not like
experienced Halo in a
Devore.
really different, like, physical way, and it was super inspiring. But we
Will
also
she have
recognized, you know,
clothes?
our fans can't always come to 343 or come to E3 or so really this is the idea of how do we bring those experiences
There's like 2
and
Devore
more,
memes out
like,
there in the world.
more of a sort of themed
Literally
attraction
nobody wants this
experience
character.
to our fans where they are.
And you know what? You said it right. This is a unique experience. I personally have never heard of anything like this, so I'm very excited. But talk us through, more importantly, walk us through the experience.
Nobody fucks with this character, yo. Yo. Nobody fucks with this character. This is fucking ridiculous. Bro. Bro, nobody fucks with this character. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Bro, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Nobody, literally nobody cares about this character. Oh my god. This is garbage. This is garbage. Yo, oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, Ed trolling everybody once again. Who the fuck is her? That's her, Devora. What? Yo! The Mortal Kombat Twitter just deleted their tweet on Devora. Wow. Wait, or this is the duplicate. Is this a duplicate? Yes, that was a duplicate. That was a duplicate. Can we get gameplay? It's showing us Devora. You might as well show us gameplay. Alright, let me go on YouTube. There's probably gameplay out there. New character. Her. Devora. Huh? Bro, that's crazy. That is crazy. What the fuck? Devora. Her. There's no videos on Devora yet, out there yet. Alright, end the stream. Like, for some reason right now, I was actually excited to see Shaggy. I wish, like, I didn't want him in the game, but now that I've seen these two characters, like, I'm happy for Kabal, but we all saw that coming. And we just got Devora, which nobody cares about right now. At this point, I'm actually thinking, like, to myself, maybe they should have shown Shaggy, because this stream was so dry. That Kombat cast was so dry. Popeye's biscuits got nothing on this. So I'm gonna say for right now, I'm gonna have a throwaway stream coming soon. I'm gonna make a thumbnail for this for this live stream because I didn't have time to make one, but I'm gonna make one like after this, so it won't be confusing to find this video. And I'm out. Throwaway stream coming your way.